Hi, everybody. Welcome to the TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show for you. As we like to do as we kick off a really good, kind of the midway point, but really like a kickoff to our week since we missed you yesterday. But we've got an incredible show for you, as we like to do. It's an amazing lineup tonight. We've got a yellow diamond you cannot miss. It's good if you want a little over a carat, but not quite carat and a half, 2 carats. We got a carat 12 that is amazingly priced. Wait till you see the value. Plus, there's also a superstar that is a tanzanite. We've got an incredible Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and we have, you know what's back is the seahorse pendant that we have only had a couple of times with some different stones, but I don't think we've seen it with this stone yet, and it is the most, I think, apropos stone for the seahorse because it is the gem that actually translates to seawater. So that might give you a little hint as to what that is. And we've got wheels, and we've got, oh my goodness, museum pieces are here. My, what would it be now? The third or the fourth largest pink diamond is here, a 42 pointer, 41 pointer on discount. It is GIA certified. It is spectacular. We have that. We have a bracelet with yellow sapphires. We've got so much to show you, and it's going to be a night. So I hope you can stay with us for the duration. Let us know if you have any requests at all, anything you'd like to see at all. We're a game for that. And we're even going to see some new fire opal drop earrings. We've got a beautiful moonstone. I know we don't see that stone very often, but it is beloved when we do. We've got a very important, again, signature mounting, pear-shaped tanzanite you're going to love. Also, some great gift ideas. We are really counting down. Anybody realize it's the 7th, and I'm not here to induce panic, but it is the 7th of December. So even if you are shopping for yourself, we've got all the opportunity to get you those pieces before holiday time and before the parties and before all the things you might need, but also some great gift giving opportunities as well that are going to be throughout the show. We have sprinkled them in hour by hour, so you're going to see a lot of great opportunities for that. So shall we get started? We've got an amazing way to start the show, and actually we have some returning favorites as well that are going to be here, but I wanted to start with these earrings. They're really special. It's kind of like, well, it's kind of like an earring jacket and a stud, and it's unusual. So let's take a look at these to get us started here. And again, let us know if you have any requests, because these are actually kind of like a two-piece deal. And we had some fabulous, really cool, wait a minute. Okay, good. I was like, wait a minute. I was looking at the other one. It looked different than the first one here, but they are actually going to be where you've got, it is truly an earring jacket, but a little different. So I'm showing you the one. And so when you see this, you realize that there's actually going to be 2 pieces here. And the second portion, or the lower portion of the diamonds, is actually going to be on the backing itself. So this is not even complicated, because sometimes jackets can be a little bit of a struggle to put on because you're really finding that, you know, in the sense where you've got that little bit of a little hole design that you're trying to fit your post through. Well, in this case, do you see what I mean by kind of dismantling them here? You've actually got the ease of having your back portion, your kind of your 3-dimensional second part there, is actually going to be attached to the butterfly backing. So it's really simple and easy, and it's going to be really easy to put on because it feels like you're just putting on any normal stud. We only have one pair. 9135 is the item number as we get started here, so it's a really good look. And then I'm going to show you kind of what they look like from a distance here when you see them on, and I'll just go ahead and show you first. These are the 2 pieces here, so you can hopefully kind of get that aspect. But then when you see it here, when we've got everything kind of attached and ready to go, what you're going to notice is, looking for my baby tweezers here, when you see them when they're on, they're actually going to have that little bit of length, and then you can kind of play with it because you can even adjust. So this is going to be easier to see if I probably put my hand behind it, but do you see how you're going to have that dimension? So actually that second piece there is going to be a little bit further away, so you're actually going to have this like elongated marquise, and then what you can do is kind of play, because they'll stay that way. So if you want to have them flare out, you can. If you want to have them going straight down and kind of in parallel line with that first piece, you can do that as well. So it's kind of a fun mix and match, play with it a little bit. And then I will tell you, this backing, which has the second marquise shape there, that actually could be fit and affixed onto other style studs that you have. Really, I think it could be actually on most earrings that you have. If an earring has a post, even if it's a hoop that has a post, you could put that backing and have this really unique kind of dangle style. So I'll show you one. We're going to show you diamond weight. It's 33 points there. They are only in the yellow gold. So again, this is a jacket that gives you tons of versatility, tons of flexibility, and a really beautiful look. And, you know, for that matter, you can even take that top marquise where your post is, and you can really have some fun with that one as well, because you're obviously going to be able to change the direction in which that one sits also. So you can really have a good time with these, and it's just a super versatile earring and a great way to go. So what we're going to do is make them very, very affordable because there is only that one pair. And then I know we would love to see more styles like this, but the reality is these are a little bit more complex, super designer, really don't see too much in this line. So we're really excited to have them. And with that diamond weight that sparkles, and remember, you've got use a standard post if you want to, and then what you can do is use that second post on the other one as well if you'd like. So it's a really, really, really good look. I think I've got them on. I took my other earring out in the process, but it's just, again, it's just to give you a little frame of reference here so you can see how they look. So see how it's giving you the dimension, and in person maybe even a little more so. So you're going to see that you've actually got that centerpiece, which is going to sit right there. And again, any direction you want, you can flare them out if you want. This one you can take a little bit a liberty with and get a little different direction to that second piece as well. But it looks like a true dimensional, almost like a threader. So it's a really great design. We've only got one pair. We're going to blow them out. Again, tons of versatility here. We'll go back to our wheel and we'll give you a great look at them. And they're going to be super affordable. Get ready because they're not even $9.99. We want to make this a really easy deal for one caller who loves the idea, or maybe if you are really looking for that unique piece of jewelry you're gifting, this would be the way to go, no doubt about it. And we are going to take them all the way down to just $499 for the pair. A super value on a really cool, up-to-date, fresh, you know, really interesting earring. And there you can see it right there. That's how they look when they're, you know, again, just really simple and easy, where sometimes threaders, they can be a challenge for sure. So it's nice to have that great versatility. And then, like I said, use that post on other things, because if you had a basic stud, like that would even be, because the first piece is more elongated, if you had a basic stud, like I've even got a Royal Zambar, and I could probably, if I had more time to show these, I would probably, you know, show you here that it's going to be that, you know, stud where if it's a smaller stone as a round, for example, or a diamond stud or a Zambaran stud or a ruby stud, whatever you have, you would actually see more of that centerpiece in the backing. So you would get a little more length because you don't have the length in the front. So have fun with them, play with them. They're $4.99. It's a great value. So we'll move right along. We've got a really special, pretty full lineup here, so I'm going to be, you know, trucking on through pretty quickly. And so again, if you have any requests, if you need to see them again, let us know. But those are $4.99. That's just fabulous. So really excited to have those. And then we've got a lot of returning favorites. Our charm ring is back, but I'm not talking about the single charm. I'm talking about the more affordable way to get the charm style, where there's just 5 stones all the way across. And then let me just kind of show you here. For example, this would be, I've got the Zambarans handy, so let me just show you how that would look. And again, I'm going to play with different colors of gold here, but the earrings that you see on the screen only in the yellow gold, so best matched up with your yellow gold, although who's to say you can't do a two-tone style. But just to show you, if I have a basic stud here, and I'll show you right now because I've got this Zambaran here, if you have a basic stud, do you see how that would look? So I think even cooler, right? So if you have a stud, and I think we all have studs at home, right? Where you can do that and use that same backing on a different stud and then have more of that drop. So you would see more of that when you actually put it on with a smaller earring with a less elongated style. So just an option. That's my Zambaran stud. And, you know, speaking of, we can bring those to you as well, and we will in a couple of minutes. So those are the earrings with the jackets. One great piece there. And look at how even the finishing is done really well. So you can see the backing of this is all done in that solid mirror finish gold as well. So you can see that's a really well-made earring. So jackets and studs and interchangeable, and so many, really truly millions of ways to wear them. So we love that that versatility, all for $4.99. So let us know if you like those, and then we're going to move right along. We've got a great ring. This has only been here a couple of times, and I'm a little shocked it's even here. So maybe just the right caller hasn't seen it yet, because it's super collectible. We're talking about an imperial topaz that has that pinky tone to it. So super rare, $89.98. Let me know if you'd like the jackets, because they are really fabulous. I will if they, no, I was just starting to think that maybe there was a chance that I could get those jackets, that there is no chance because they're already sold. Well, thank you so much. All right, so here we are. We'll have to move on to the 69-point Oro Preto. That's the thing, though. You know, it may be a little sad when your piece sells out. I mean, I can speak from experience here, but you know, at TVON, there's always going to be another option for you, and something that you're going to find that you're going to love equally as much. So maybe even more so. So that's going to be the good news. But here we are with the Zambaran. This is a one only as well, and 69 points plus 44 points in diamonds. You've got dual settings here, pave and burnished, and a really good look. And that is more pink than it is orange. Really the definition of what a good Oro Preto, not just a good, but a great, but an excellent, but the best. Mais fino truly translates in Portuguese to the literal finest, the most fine, which is not proper grammar, but it's how we would translate to say the best, and that's what it is. And that's because it's no longer just yellow or orange. It's got those pinky tones to it. So we only have one. You can change the gold if you want, because actually the stone would be equally as beautiful in the yellow gold. If you want to go that route, you may. And instead of being that, what was it, $19.99 once upon a time, we're going to make it a lot better than that, a lot more affordable for you, and get this one home with the option to change your gold, yellow or rose, actually rose gold with enough, as much pink as in that stone. I think you'd be fine to go with the rose gold as well. If you want more of a tonal blended effect, you can do that. But it is not even $9.99 or $8.99. We only have one, and this is truly that stone we can't keep in stock when we see this color. This color is so saturated and stunning. It really is the best out there. We only have one source for this material. It is that traditional, back in the day it was the November birthstone that got changed for citrine because again nobody could find imperial topaz. That was not fair to all the November birthdays out there. So the good news is we've got a beautiful stone for you to celebrate and enjoy and love, but only one, and make it $888, and that'll be it. First color on that one, and change the gold if you'd like. And here's what it looks like on the hand coming your way. But it's also clean, and this is the thing with this stone. It's not just rare from the standpoint of, okay, it's a rare stone from one source. We know a one source stone is going to be rare, but it's also that ability the stone has, yes, the best in color. So out of everything that came out of that one mine in the world, most of it's yellow. Some of the better materials orange. Only the best has that pinky tone. And when you see any semblance of pink, you are looking at the very finest, but that's it. And for $888, I'll tell you what I'm surprised at. Every time I put this ring on, I'm surprised at the amount of gold you're getting, especially when it's marked down to $888. So one only there, great imperial topaz, but one source. And one more thing about that is it's not even treated. This is not a topaz. Like topaz is a stone or a category of stones that really is mostly the ones you know and the ones you see all over the world in jewelry stores, etc., are going to be those really intensely heated stones. So I always like to remind you with this precious material, it's not even treated or heated in any way. So it's all pure. It's why they call it precious topaz. It's so rare, but it's also that all natural. So we love it. So that's $888 if you'd like that one. And then shall we get to our last look at the charm ring? We've got a little update on the workmanship and the manufacturing of this ring. And obviously, I think you know, even if you don't know the first thing about jewelry, you know this ring as being incredibly complex to make. I think that's obvious when we look at what this ring is all about, how it's made, because you literally have, think of it like your ring is wearing pendants, multiple, 5. That's really how this is created, how it's designed, and how it's manufactured. Where your band style ring to start is going to be a classic all the way around solid finish band, but then the band itself has 5 individual stones that are extending from the band itself. This is really complex to do. True story, about 5 years ago, I wanted to do a ring like this badly, and I had a concept and I had a sketch and I had a whole idea of something I wanted to create for you guys, and they literally said this cannot be done. And they took that inspiration and they worked on it for literally years, and they said, it's just, at first it was, is it going to be strong enough? Is it going to be tough enough? Can we create it so that these diamonds are set firmly enough where it's going to be, a piece that stands the test of time? And eventually we perfected it. There were so many different iterations that had to be created to get to this point where we could say, okay, it's perfect, it's well made, and it's creating this really unique concept that we don't see out there in the world. So what we're going to do is bring it to you. This is the last call on this one. So if you've loved it, or you've been on the fence thinking about it a little bit, or maybe you want to add one to the collection because you love it so much in one color gold, you want to add another, this is the time to do it, because the last time we're going to be able to see this and make this, it's item number 6565. This is not just the single, what I've dubbed the charm ring. It's got 5 individual stones. They're all bezel set, and I find it really, it's easy to wear. It doesn't have any difference in wearability to any other ring, and this is what it looks like. So if I set it down, it does that. So, I'm going to hold it for you so you can really see the bigger stones that you have that are graduated from the bigger in the middle all the way down to the sides, and it's going to be item number 6565 with 24 points in diamonds, but just 5 stones individually, so they're all big. But then they have that bigger look to them because of the bezels. So you're getting even a larger look than you're even bargaining for. Plus, you're also getting white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. That's the option. Now, you see how it's got a little bit of movement? These are not just stationary pieces. They've got that O-ring attachment to the band itself. The O-ring that threads with the bezel so that when you're wearing it, it's going to have a little bit of movement. And not the kind that flips the other way or is noisy or annoying to wear, because sometimes Rings that have little, extra baubles and things can be a little bit more difficult, and not all of us look for that in our jewelry. We want our jewelry to be a high maintenance look with a low maintenance feel. That's what this is. So you get this great look. I also love that one side is completely clean. So if you want to stack this, I call it the ring with 5 pendants, but you know what it also could be? It could be like the skirted style ring guard for your favorite ring you already wear. You could stack it next to something else and have a really, really good look that way, where that one flat edge allows you to do that. So ring guards, pinky ring. I'm actually going to try it on as a pinky ring here because it looks like right now that's where it's sized. And we're going to size it obviously for you. But do you see how that's just going to give you that delicate little drape? So it just dangles, and you see they move. So, gravity is going to take these stones and do what it does, but they don't really flip the other way. So see, the far as they can really go is when I've got it totally 100% defying gravity here, is it's just going to flip down. But most of the time our hands are either to our sides or in the front. So this is a really good look, and you can see how they're strategically placed so they go side to side, but not over the top factor. So you're not like, they're not hiding behind your center finger there. So it's 24 points in the 5 individual stones. They are graduated. I love the idea of this stacked. I really do. It wears beautifully solo on its own. Pinky, thumb. Oh, I love it as a thumb ring. And then, of course, anywhere. This is truly a ring that can go anywhere on the hand. But think about where you want to wear it, how you want to wear it, and play with it. Mix it up. It's almost as versatile, I would say, as our famous Wonder Ring. And the best part is it's not even $9.99. With all these bigger diamonds and all the workmanship it entails, you don't have to spend $9.99 tonight. You're getting white, yellow, or rose gold in your requested size. That is something we pick up the tab for free, which we love. And then we also have this really, really, really special value where it's not even $9.99 or $8.99. $7.99, or watch this, because I'm going to try it on as a thumb ring here really quickly. I want you to see it. I think it'll work there. I think so. Usually I can fit a smaller size. You don't want to go too small on this, because if you do, just get your true size on it, because if you do, they don't tend to drape as perfectly. Get your true size. Like this one's a little bit small for my thumb because I usually wear about a 6 there. This is a little bit small, but they're still managing, right? But the best drape is when you go true to size. So get your true size on this one. But last time we can see it, it's not even $7.77. White, yellow, or rose. I love it stacked with something else. Really seriously consider that. Or if you've been wanting to add a pinky ring, here's a great option. And again, the movement of the stones does not get in the way or interfere or make it complicated to wear. I promise you. It's only $699 instead. We've got a quick request for, is this just a plain chain here? Oh, good. We've got a really simple chain with a diamond. Oh, that's going to be good too. Okay, so we haven't seen this in a while. So we'll see that coming up as well. If you want a chain with a little extra, meaning extra something besides just a basic chain for your pendants or whatnot, we've got something amazing coming up. So that's requested, and this is $699. We'll give it 60 seconds, then we're on our way. Let us know if you have any requests on this Wednesday. It's good to have all you with us. We're excited to be here for this big week ahead and a really, really good showcase of a lot of brand new. I got to tell you, I have some sneak peeks for you, and I can't literally show them to you, but at least I can tell you about them. I can spill the beans a little bit on what we have coming up this week, because speaking of Wonder Rings, I just mentioned that, one of our favorites, all-time bestsellers, et cetera, et cetera. We have a Wonder Ring coming up this week with a new stone that is not diamonds, that is really, really, really rare. So I'll let you know more on that as the week progresses, but there is something for the weekend that you want to see, and then there's even a matching hoop. It's like a matching huggy hoop that's amazing, so we'll see that forthcoming here, but this is $699 if you'd like it. We have 25 seconds now. The coolest thing, $75.72. Ironically, we have a chain here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this after this clock expires. So everyone who's getting their little fringy 5-stone diamond ring, which is, again, the interesting way to do it, because we see a lot of 5-stone rings, but we don't see them usually extended like this. So that's really a beautiful concept. But I have to tell you about this because I'm not sure who requested this, but I'm loving the request because, true story, we have a chain here. There is a chain. It's basically a chain designed to be your pendant holder, right? Your famous chain, and it's got this, nice sparkle kind of texture to it, and it's a chain. It's $800 for one length, it's $700 for another, and it's $600 for another. Those are the true TVON prices on a 14-karat gold chain. That's sitting here if you'd like to see it. However, somebody asked for a chain. I'm not sure what the specifics were that they requested, but this is going to be my recommendation. If you don't want to spend $600, $700, or $800 on a chain that is a little bit more simple. And we've been talking about this on the air ever since gold lost its mind, right? About how chains, that's kind of a good barometer usually on where gold is at, is look at what a chain is doing, look at what a chain is getting, retail, not necessarily like high-end, designer or anything like that. Just look what a basic gold chain is going for, and that'll tell you a lot of as far as where gold's at. because chains are pretty simple and basic. And back in the day, we used to think of chains as, and I remember the day, I mean, I've been in the business, long enough where I can remember the day where you could get a good chain for 150 bucks. Those days are gone. But what I want to show you is something that's going to be really versatile, and it's going to give you a little extra. And this would be great for, you don't have to be the requester because we actually have a little bit of quantity here, but it's going to be in white, yellow, or rose gold. You're getting a chain with some extra because unlike this chain, which I just showed you right here, which you can see right there, this is going to be a little bit more dainty, but it has a diamond, and we're going to show you. It has actually 2 diamonds, and we're going to show you here so that if you have wanted, I know sometimes we'll see those pendants that come with chains that have a diamond here or there, or one side or 2 sides, and they're just, they're those chains that you think, oh, that's a nice addition because it gives you a little extra. Whether you're wearing this by itself, whether you're wearing this with your favorite pendant, slide, enhancer, whatever it is, this is going to have 2 different diamonds bezel set, 1 on each side. So it gives you that extra. You don't have to put a pendant on it, but you can. I like to point out that it's strong enough and durable enough and enough gold where you have that capability here, but also you can wear it by itself as almost like a diamonds by the yard, but only with the 2 diamonds instead of them going station-wise all the way around. So we show you 7572 by request. It is the most affordable chain we have in inventory. I want you to hear me out on that because if you are thinking about holiday shopping or you have the pendant already and you want to gift it, but you want to make sure you have the chain because what if she doesn't and you don't want to give an incomplete gift? This is the way to do it, and it's so affordable, and that's the beauty. And we're still giving you the adjustability, the gold color choice, all of that. So we'll take a look at it first on the hand here so you can see that there are the 2 diamonds. I have spaced them here fairly evenly so that they're kind of mirror images of each other. But look at the beauty and the sparkle of the chain itself. This is going to be popular. It's 7572, and again, only just a few to go around. But the good news is I've got all 3 gold colors. I want to start here because there's adjustability. That would be your 16, and it looks like just 16 and 18. So just keep that in mind. 16 over there in that O-ring, and then 18 at this where it's fastened right now. But these are the 2 bezel set diamonds, 4 points worth. So that means a 2-pointer in each bezel set side here. And then the chain itself, I love a good fine chain. With me, if I'm putting a chain with a pendant, I'm really conscious of the fact that I want the chain to be just ever so. I don't want it to be not noticeable, but I want it to have a little sparkle, but I don't want it to take away from the actual pendant. Because if you're wearing a pendant, that means you love that piece. And you probably want that to be the show, and the focal point. This is where you've got just a little bit of that diamond weight. Not to say you can't wear it this way or this way and go a little asymmetrical on it. Doesn't need to be even across the way. But let me show you up close what those diamonds look like because they're, again, significant 2-pointers each. There you see the front and the back of the bezel there. So you're still getting sparkle from the back as you are from the front, and it's your choice of gold color. But this is a wild moment, and just again, I think that it's lovely to have a chain that is not the basic. We've been talking about this for a while. $600 right now for a chain, but the interesting thing is tonight I've actually got one sitting here that is $5 or actually $600, $700, or $800 for a chain. So that's kind of where the gold market is, but this was made some time ago. This is what the price we're going to honor right now, where you don't have to pay $600 or $500 or $499. And this is where you've got full-on adjustability. You've got the premium clasp. You've got bigger diamonds. We love everything about it except the price. And how do I know you don't love it? Because nobody's on the phone lines yet and everybody needs a good chain. Or maybe you need to upgrade your chain. Or maybe that chain you've had, you're thinking, well, I could actually, pass that along to the daughter, the granddaughter, have her first fine 14-karat gold chain, and maybe I upgrade. Can't tell you how many times I hear that where people say, oh, I have a ruby that I bought years and years ago and it's not that good and I replaced it with a better ruby from TVON. But that ruby, that old ruby, is still going to get a good home and a good life because I'm going to go ahead and, pass it down to the future generations and let them have a great piece of fine jewelry. Here's where you upgrade your chain. And instead of $499 or $399, it's not even that. And you will pay for just this chain. I mean, if it's just a chain like that, $600 is the going rate. This is the big diamonds with it. They're not even $399 per piece. Yellow, white, rose, you decide. But it's not even $349 a necklace. This is the full necklace with the diamonds. Look at the sparkle. That's diamond cutting to that chain, which is another process unto itself, which should cost you more, not less. Where are we taking it? Less. It's not even $349, $339, $329, $319. Or $300. We're going to blow this out right now and make it $299 only. And this would be stock up day, where you get as many colors as you need. You get as many for gift giving as you want. I mean, true story. Go look around out there and see what's happening on gold, because chains are the best way to notice it. If you're thinking, there's no way, they're getting $600 for chains, I literally have one here tonight at TVON that is $600, $700, and $800, depending on if you get a 16, 17, or 18-inch length. Even here. So when we throw in one that's $299 with diamonds, that other chain, by the way, that I'm talking about doesn't have diamonds. This one does, and it's only $299. That's incredible. That's why we're busy on the phone lines, because this is the chain to own. Still giving you 2 different adjustable lengths so that you can wear it a little higher or a little lower. I'm going to show it again against my outfit here, just to give everyone a frame of reference as well, just so you can see. I'll even out those diamonds, even space them a little bit, so you can really get a sense of, from a distance away, what that is looking like and how this chain itself giving you that sparkle. But I love these diamonds and how spread apart they are, because it makes for great wear if you are wearing it solo, or if you're putting a pendant right there and then letting that pendant drape right in the middle. And this would be about 16 right up here where my microphone is. 18-inch hits right about there. That's a pretty classic. Those are 2 classic lengths for ladies to choose from in chains. So Kevin, do you have one too? All right, so Kevin's got what color? I just want to count them down. You've got a yellow. Jessica, you've got what color? White gold. What about you, Antonio? Busy phone lines. He's got a white gold. Virginia, let me know what color you'd like as well. So there are your diamonds. They're set. You can see there, they're really meant when it's on the neckline. You've got them spaced right before the neckline goes right around to the side. So good way to get your necklace here. And who requested this, Joyce? Who was it? Who was it? Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Thank you. Another one for the same caller. So they decided they're going to get 2 instead of 1. Sandy, I want to thank you for making the request, because I think this helps out a lot of people. One yellow. Okay, another yellow gold over there. Thank you so much. And then every line locked up, so bear with us here. We'll be right with you if you are waiting on hold, because I say, oh, there's a couple of you that are. So yes, so if you're waiting on hold, just bear with us. We'll be about 30 seconds away from taking your call and your order. I will count you in now for one of our gold colors, and then as soon as you get through to an operator, let them know what gold color you would like. But $299 for a necklace with VS diamonds. These are still our VS diamonds, our premium 2-pointers. They look larger than that, as bezels tend to do. There's what it looks like. I just love a good sparkle chain. And look at that. That would be amazing. You understand how amazing this would be on its own. If it were just that chain in solid 14K with that diamond cutting, without the bigger diamonds bezel set, at $299. That is going to beat everybody's chain value right now. And yes, obviously chains, you know, you could get thicker chains and big curve link chains and big omegas that have more substantial gold weight. This is really designed to be either a diamonds by the yard variation or your pendant piece, or both. Yes. Another one? Yellow gold. So yellow gold, I wish I had all 3 gold colors, but I think by now you probably know our golds pretty well, and you probably know also what your favorite is. We've just got the white gold here. Again, this wasn't even scheduled for the show, but thanks to Sandy, we brought it out, and we're so glad to have it for you. So $299. How many more would you like? And think about holiday gifting, because it's going to be, I think if you've been out there already scouting and shopping, sometimes I call shopping scouting, because, if you do it right, you're doing scouting, you're doing research, there's shopping is more than just the act of making a purchase. Shopping is, for me, it's like a full contact sport. It's full. I'm an aggressive shopper. I'm a very serious shopper, right? But I also, that's the idea of being, seeking out those great values. And if you haven't been out there yet, looking at the fine jewelry world, or maybe you've been looking at other things that are maybe less significant or less important than fine jewelry, and you're going, gosh, I got to spend a couple $100 just to get a good fruit basket delivered, or just to get a couple of bottles of wine, and maybe like the makings of a charcuterie board. You're thinking, maybe I scrap all that and she'd rather have a gold necklace with diamonds. Well, it probably is going to cost you less than a lot of those things. So here's your chance to pick it up at $299. Give us a call if you'd like one. We'll keep on moving. Thanks again, Sandy, for the request, and everybody's picking them up. That's an amazing, amazing piece. And then we'll get to, we've got a really cool, I just want to remind you, we do have that Imperial, but a lot of you were asking for the Zembarn earrings, so let's bring them out. Round Zembarn earrings. I think we were inspired by the jackets we saw and putting those together, and you probably just took one look at these and just said, well, whatever that is, I've got to have it, because that is such a big dose of color. Or should I correct you and say colors, because it's a color shifting garnet out of Tanzania, and we love them. And keep calling on the chains. They're not gone yet. We just have to keep on moving, because we're already halfway through the first hour, and we're glad you're with us. And keep the request coming. Don't be like, just sitting back and going, oh, that was great of Sandy to make the request. You can make one too. We're taking all requests here. Happy to help you out with those as we can throughout the evening. But this, item number 5722, is our 1 carat 20 total weight in gorgeous. I don't know if I've seen a Zembarn gemstone look that good, and they all look good. I've never seen one look bad. But sometimes a stone, it's just like I'll liken it to, when you're a woman and you've got, this natural beauty that we have, right? But then sometimes you want to get all dressed up and dolled up, and you want to do your hair, and you want to do your makeup, and you're just enhancing what's already there, and for a special occasion, and kind of transforms the way you feel. That's how I feel about the cutting of this stone, because the stone always looks good. It could be in its rough state and look good, but the fact is that you have this round that is so elegant and so fiery, and really doing a good job of showing off what color shift is all about in this stud earring, which we have still set in solid gold, white, yellow, or rose there. Completely up to you and your choice. Also, though, have this amazing carat 20 weight, but the rounds, it makes it. And you've seen probably a few Zambarans at this point. We see them all. We see cushion cuts and pear shapes and, emerald cuts every now and then, but this round is dazzling, and it really shows off what we love so much about this stone, because sometimes, even here, it's not moving light. We're just under the same lights here. But even here, do you see how sometimes it's more red? Sometimes it's more hot pink, sometimes you're getting purples, and sometimes you're seeing that bright shot of blue, which is so magnificent. That's the color shift. We're not talking about a change where it goes from one color to a completely different opposite color of the color wheel. We're talking about within the same jewel tone family, but all these different flecks of light, and I just don't know if I've seen a stone, even in previous rounds that we've had, or bigger rounds that we've had, that is this bright and this bold. And yet, white, yellow, or rose, I personally like these in yellow gold, but again, it's an earring, so it's not gonna be a huge focal point. It's just about getting what you like specifically and getting your custom. But they're supposed to be $8.99. They're not. Do you guys mind if I do a little sale, a little impromptu sale and everything on this Wednesday, so we can get our week kind of like revving up right here, where we're not even doing $8.88 or $7.99 or $6.99. And if you're inspired by, again, this is a great stud for those jackets, but it's also a great stud for primary or second, third piercings, because it's not going to be that gigantic size. It's not like what I would classify as a button style earring. It doesn't have the big diamond halo around it, but it's a really, really good look. So I'll also hold one up so you can see that as well. And they're not even $6.99 or $5.99. We want to make Zambarans accessible to all. That is always one of our big goals. We want to make them accessible, even though it's a rare Tanzanian stone. We don't see a lot of these stones anywhere else in the world, even if you're going like high end, even if you're saying, oh no, don't worry, Lolo, money's no object. That was weird for me to even just say. It felt weird coming out of my mouth. Money is no object. Like, right? We don't usually say those things in the jewelry world, because that is setting yourself up for disappointment, because you can spend a lot of money on jewelry. Even a basic stud in an exotic stone, you're going to spend a lot of money for that. Here's what they look like from a distance, just so you can see me hold one up and just give a little extra size perspective there, besides just, seeing it from, a distance on the hand. But that's what they look like. So you can see how they would transition right over to the second or the third or the fourth, or, so on and so forth. But that gives you a nice idea. Great way to do a stud, keeping it classic with the shape of that stud, the size of the stud, but, really having a color that is also giving you a lot of versatility. We'll go back to our wheel. We're going to make him, not even $499. Even better than that, if you want Zambaran studs. They look incredible. And for all that they're doing on TV, wait till you see these in person. It's not even $4.99 for the pair. Choose your gold. Get as many as you want, too. Maybe one for you and your favorite sister and your favorite daughter. All that, right? All of them. I mean, get a pair for everybody, especially when they're only $399 for the pair of exotic January. Is it weird to say January is next month? Like, it is next month. So next month's birthstone is here too, a more unusual way to get it. And for $399, you have studs in your collection in a very rare variety of gemstone that we all love to see here. And maybe you're lucky enough to have a ring. Fantastic. If you got a ring, these will go with. So we'll give those 60 seconds, and then we've got, again, just a lot of great gift ideas here in the first couple of minutes. So you can even, check somebody off the list, or maybe, I won't tell if you just like, if you're at the top of the list, you want to check yourself off, get a little special something for you to wear for all the holidays. Well, this is the time to do it. So $399 on the studs, 45 seconds left, and then we are on to some rings. I have a markdown on that emerald cut kunzite that we just brought out over the weekend. A yellow sapphire bracelet. I do have an orange diamond, a new one today. I didn't even mention something, Tony. You're going to love this. I don't even think Tony knows. I have a stone I haven't seen. Oh gosh, what's it been? Probably, I'm trying to calculate. It's been probably a decade since I've last actually presented one of these stones. So I'm going to throw it out there. And a lot of people are going to go, excuse me, what? Or God bless you, because it is a trapezie. I have a Trapezie emerald. Haven't seen one in so long, and yet usually this stone is really rare in any form. If you don't know this stone, stick around. I'll show it to you shortly here. It is super cool, but I've never seen one look this good. True story. I have never. Usually they're going to be, and we'll talk about what they are and how they're formed and all that, but if you already know what I'm talking about, and we made it in a great ring that actually I think can be completely unisex. It could be for the guys or the gals, really up to you, but this is a striking stone, and Tony, I know you're going to agree with me because you've seen probably more than anybody. And this stone does not normally look as good as this stone looks. It even is an emerald with glow. And usually the Trapezies don't do that. So we'll talk about it, but I just want to let you know, we have a Trapezie emerald. That is not something we've seen here in the past. So bringing that out in a short time here. So we've got a lot to get to. So let's move on from the fabulous, oh, I love those earrings. But, you know, again, if you like a Zambaran, try them. If you're new to it, try them. That's a great affordable way to do it. But this is going to fly. I have a brand new yellow sapphire here, and if I didn't tell you it was a yellow sapphire, you might just assume it was a diamond because it has that spark to it. But it's item number 9134. This is a one only, so come on in early if you like it because I promise you this value is going to be amazing. And it's in a designer mounting. It's got a great size to it. This is actually a carat 62 on the yellow sapphire, and look at how bright and bold that is. Got some baguettes, got some rounds. The rounds even graduate from larger to smaller down the sides, and then that's all really coming up to meet with those baguettes that are tapered themselves. That is a full diamond weight of 52 points there. So a really good look here in a one-of-a-kind, special sapphire usually. And I'm going to show you the difference here because sometimes I believe it really helps to see a visual side by side when we have that opportunity. Instead of me just trying to describe something to you and you're going, yeah, I don't know if she's really for real. Let me show you what a yellow sapphire typically looks like. And this is one of our own. This is obviously, that's a typical yellow sapphire color. But I wanted to put the two together so you see really the difference between a canary pastel yellow on the right and then what we're seeing here in this new one, which is really good. This is a very bright stone. You see how saturated it is. It's kind of like what we see in yellow diamonds, not that different, where when you have a lighter canary yellow, well, a lot of times that's going to be interpreted as a not so great white diamond. And then when you start to get into fancy colors and you get more saturation that's occurring naturally, that's when they get really exclusive and rare. That's when they also get typically really pricey. Same thing happens with the sapphires where you've got this stone here in that brighter, more intense, amazing color. It's in the white gold only since that is a designer mounting, and we have one and it's supposed to be $2,999. Let me change that. We just want to make this really simple and easy for you right now. It's one only, so we've got to go. But that is a brand new piece, and you know if we start discounting on day one, on premiere day for something like this, it's not going to last. And I love that it's just done in a fine high-end mounting without being a really big ring. It's not over the top in its size, so it's really giving you, I think, great versatility here. If you are conscious of, well, I don't want my ring to be, you know, that piece I can only wear it once in a while on a special occasion, this gives you that great versatility. It's not even going to be $19.99. We have one, let's blow it out. And that is just, we're talking classic styling here with those baguettes, elevating the diamond weight, still getting over a half carat. We're going to make it even better than 19, 18, 17. $1,699. Look at that fine quality of that stone. Very saturated, really divine, and it's not even $15.99. We're going to blow it out right now. First caller, make it $14.99 if you'd like that yellow sapphire. And then we can actually show you a yellow sapphire bracelet that we have. But that too will be those lighter colors that we're seeing, so not quite as intense. And here's the bracelet. So again, more typical yellow sapphire color there. This really matches the ring that we showed you, which is not a problem. If that's what you prefer, that's what you prefer. You know, that's just the lighter saturated level. This is that really, again, it's not orange, it's not brown, but it's giving you more saturation and intensity to it. And that's all happening for $14.99. So let's make this really interesting since we already have about, 20 minutes here until the top of the hour. So let me know if you'd like that one. We have an incredible yellow diamond. The carat 12 that I was telling you about is here. There's a brand new diamond ring also that features some really important pear shapes and all bigger stones in a really wearable ring. We have that for you, and then we're going to get to a moonstone here shortly, but I do want to show you something brand new, and we've got a turquoise. We also have a really important fawn diamond alert, carat stone. We haven't had those in a while, so when we're bringing that out, that's going to be good. But I want to show you this. Have you made your guess on the seahorse and what stone is featured within it? Because this design, we've only had a couple of times. Really excited about the way it's set, because this is, I feel like, the perfect combination. If you ever wanted to have something that was, we talk about celestial for being pieces of the sky, you know, the planetary, the moon, the sun, the stars. This is really where we're going to see life here. We're going to talk about which again, very popular genre in jewelry, has been for a while, always popular with designers to do those, you know, higher end, more unique pieces. But this piece, done with a lot of gold, done with diamonds, texturing that makes it so obvious and so clear what motif the designer is going for here, but also the stone that is, I gave you the hint earlier, this is a stone that literally translates to seawater. So you might know what that is. It's a blue beryl. It is the one, the only aquamarine. But here's what we did. It's TVON. So we're not just going to bring you aquamarine. We're going to bring you Sierra Santa Maria. Oh, hold up. There's not one, not two, but 3 stones featured in the pendant. And what I'm amazed at is the weight of this. It's the weight of the piece. It is so stunning in the gold weight, and I'm going to do something to make sure we have everybody, not just here, we know you're here, but ready to shop. Ready to shop the values. Look at the size of this piece from a distance, because this is a pendant, so that's how it's going to show up from all the way across the room when you see that on the neckline. So perfect. You know what else? You get that white gold chain we just had with the white gold seahorse, although the seahorse can be done in any gold color as well. But think about how beautiful. I mean, that's the match made right there. Get that chain we just presented for $299, have the seahorse to go with it, and then you've got your diamonds around it as well, because that accompanies the diamonds in the pendant itself. Let's take a look at this. I would not wait if I were you to get on those phone lines, because I'm just going to do a little first hour experimentation here. So take a look at this. This is a really, really good one. And look how far I even have to zoom back from that last ring. So 9059. Oh, these aquas. Look at the aquas. They're incredible, aren't they? Big rounds, the detail of this design. And that back, the back, whatever you call this, the scales, I'm not sure, that texturing, the spine there, that's all done in diamonds. Not just a texture to look like it, done in diamonds. And then look at the size of the diamond in the eye. And then the detail of the fins and the tail. Oh my goodness, what a piece. And you will be dazzled with how much gold weight you're getting. The Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine, well, they're about 1/3 of a carat each. That means 1 carat total. 13 points? Looks like a 13-pointer just in the eye, doesn't it? I'm going to go with it, guys, but if you get more diamond weight, wonderful. White, yellow, rose gold. Look at this length. We're going to show it to you from a distance here on the hand, give you the measurement and all that. But I would encourage you to be on these phone lines. And just so I can do the encouraging here, we've got the piece listed at $2,199. Great value. Think beyond. I know if you are somebody who's going, I know this is weird to say it's wintertime. It's, well, I don't even know, is it technically winter yet? Maybe not quite there yet, but getting close and close, you know, and the days are short and the weather's getting cold and all that. So maybe we're not thinking about the beach, but that doesn't mean we don't love being that concept of being at the beach, right? And being, you know, by the water and enjoying, you know, the sea life. And maybe that's that cruise you're going on. And I know if you're thinking, well, you're telling me I'm going to buy a piece for that cruise I'm going on, or because for when I do go to the beach and hang out on a vacay, or if you do like to have that, or maybe you just kind of have that beachy aesthetic where you like to have, you know, that kind of vibe, that kind of laid back, kind of casual vibe. Well, this is a great piece. So think beyond just the literal sense of, oh, good, it's a seahorse. Think about what it means. Think about the personality it gives when you have a little bit of whimsical, but done in a very sophisticated way. Here's the length measurement, top to bottom. It's going to be 1.5 inches. And again, heavy, heavy gold weight. I can't stress that enough. And the beauty of this is white, yellow, rose, $21.99 is not doing it. That is, you know, I could have told you that because it's Wednesday and we got to make sure everyone is getting all geared up, ready to shop tonight. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, did you? I love that Tony just got rid of it. It's gone. But it was, and that's good because I want to, it's still there. It's still just good to reference what you should be paying tonight, but you don't have to. I'm going to show it on the neckline here as well. Why not? Let's show it on the neckline here. Look at that. So imagine, put your favorite chain with it, whatever that is. I think we had the perfect candidate earlier. If you want to have a diamond, you know, like right over here and right over there, you can do that as well. But there's that substance and that beautiful 1.5 inches. And the aqua is the perfect combo, if you ask me, for this design. I'm putting it on the auction block, Tony. I have nobody at $21.99. So I'm going to get participation. That's all there is to it. We're going to get the phone lines a ringing. And it may be shocking. And remember, the weight of this is heavy. I just can't stress that enough. I should probably go get a gram weight if we can, but I love it for the gold weight. There's another perspective on it. I'm not even doing a $2,000 open or a $1,500 open or even a $1,000 open. Lola wants to hear the phones go. So let's try something different, and I'm in giveaway mode. It's not even $1,000 to start. Come on in, think about gifting. Maybe you know that gal, she's got the, house at the beach, or she loves to take those cruises every couple of times a year, or she's just obsessed with the ocean, or, anything, right? Or you go to the aquarium with kids. I mean, this is where I'm going to make it affordable enough where you can actually purchase it, because even if you only wear it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a year, you're going to love having it because it's the best in aqua. Watch this. I'm not even starting at $1,000. We have nobody on the phone lines, and this is obviously a piece of jewelry that is about as fine as can be with detail and stones. I'm not making it 900, 800, 700, 600. I really want to hear the phones ring. Let's get it going. I'm not even starting at $600. This is crazy. The aquamarines are worth far more per stone than where I have this. And you get the gold and you get the diamonds, you get all the labor that goes into it. There's your back, here's your front, the hidden bail right behind the head there. It's not even $600. We better hear the phone ring. If the phone doesn't ring on this, I don't know what to tell you. We're in for it. But you know what? I'll just go $500 to start. Have we ever seen that happen? And instead of an appropriate $500 increment or a $100 increment or a $75 increment or even a $50 increment, I know this is not for everybody, so this is where I'm immediately realizing probably not the smartest piece to auction. Even though I'm starting low, this may not be, everyone's thing, right? But this is a piece where maybe it is now your thing. Because for $500, you take it for the aquas. And I'm not even doing a $50 increment. Tell you what, Tone, we're going to make it $25 increments only, and I'm still awaiting an open for $500 on the Seahorse with the aquamarines and the diamonds galore and any gold you want, and it's 60 seconds to get that started. What can I tell you? No open, $500. I have nothing in the way besides chains for $299. I mean, really? A big piece of jewelry with a lot of gold weight and stunning fine gems, the best aquas in the world? Oh my goodness, we're looking for $500. We don't have it yet. So this may be the fastest non-auction and the lowest open non-auction I've ever seen. But so be it. It's a nice way to experiment and see who's with us on a Wednesday. That's at least, I get my bearings here with you guys on a Wednesday. So that's what we need to know. Do we have anybody verifying? Okay, so we're verifying. Let's see if we've got $500. We have 25 seconds to get this started, and yikes. Not a lot of people on the phone lines. Virginia, you're on something else, right? Okay, so she's on chains or Zambarans or something like that. So yeah, okay. Well, here we go. Here goes nothing, as they say. Yeah, like literally. I mean, I can't, is it too late to take it back? Can I say, skip it, forget about it, we better not do this? Like, abort mission? No, not a good idea? Okay. Well, Antonio, did they just say that's crazy talk? Like, that's too low? I mean, that's too low, right? Okay, nobody likes it? Or do we have 500? I mean, see, I buy whimsical stuff because I like whimsical stuff. And whimsical stuff costs more, always, every time. So we have the open, right? So we've got 500, okay. So it sounds like we have a little extra delay tonight. I have to get my bearings back after being away from you guys for like 48 hours. So I always sometimes forget that we have a little delay, whatever. So yeah, I kind of forget how long that can be sometimes. So if you're waiting on hold, bear with us. We have some operators that are verifying. We have some operators that are taking orders from previous things. So, hanging with us. But we're at 5, I believe, right? Okay, so we've got 5. So we're going to sell it. That's the good news. We get to sell it. But on a $2,200 piece that's got really special aquas that are rounds, and again, look at this on the hand. This is not a small piece. This is not a trinket. This is not, I get what $500 gives you the impression of in today's fine jewelry world. You'd think, oh, it's a little microscopic itty bitty something. No, it's got a lot of gold, major important aquamarine stones, diamonds as well. Do we have anybody else? Again, sure, I have and I will again if they missed it. Sometimes I just go too quick and sometimes I'm going, no, I go too slow. How could it be too quick? But there we are. There's the back. That's the back side. See, they're going, okay, so what gives? What gives? $500 does not cover the gold. You're right. That's just my idea of how to get everyone on the phone lines, and guess what? It didn't work all that well. So I'm about to give it a clock, but that's the bail. So you can see the bail is hidden right behind. So when your chain goes through it, you're not going to see the bail. That would really ruin the look, wouldn't it, if we added a bail over those really sculpted fins and whatever you call those. I didn't do all my seahorse research today, not knowing this piece was here, but we are at $500, and all I can speak on is value. That is what I'm qualified to speak on the stones, the diamonds, the gold, which far greater cost, and I mean like our literal cost to make it. So we're at $500. I'm going to take this on over, Tony. We're going to give it a final call. We do have the open. I'm just sometimes, again, when you do this every day, and I know you guys, a lot of you watch every day, so it's like we all get a little desensitized. You know, you hang out at TVON for a while, it's going to desensitize you to normal jewelry pricing, and that is really a proud thing for us. I hope we can do that. I hope we can make you jaded, and I hope everyone thinks that gold like this should be $500. But the truth is, it's not, and there's no way to do that. So when we have a $500 piece, and we're looking for, I reduced those increments are still like tiny as they get. So a $25 increment to get you in, and you've got all this solid gold. The bail is hidden, so it's going to be beautiful on. I mean, every little detail, as we like to do, every little detail is thought of. Everything is considered. Everything is made to the exact specification to make sure that it is proper jewelry. Do not let my auction open fool you. This is properly made, high quality stones, all of that. It's just, I was trying to get the phones to ring and it's backfiring. So here we go. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes. Let me know if you want to bid $525 or more. We would accept power bids and welcome them, because it would be far appropriate to put in a power bid on something like this. But here we go. Last call. Don't say we didn't give you a Christmas gift or a Hanukkah gift, because we're giving it right here. This is just giveaway central. So all we can do right now is give it 2 final minutes. You have those 2 minutes to dial in. If you are in before the clock hits 00, you're eligible to bid. And we'll look and see where we go and where it ends. But it's time to clock it. Take a look one last time at the seahorse style, the beautiful, the whimsical, but done to the right way, where the detail is so incredible that you get so much to love and admire about this piece. And we are in last call, so keep an eye on that clock, but really, you should just be dialing. Keep an eye on the phone and dial in that number, and then you're good to go and try it out. You've got a money-back guarantee even on auctions. So if you are new to us going, that's insane, or you're thinking, yeah, you know what? My cousin, she lives at the beach. She would love that. She does the snorkeling and all that stuff. All that, you know, this would be just what a piece to kind of carry that with you, because I think so often we don't get, even if we adore that kind of lifestyle, we don't always get to spend our lives or as much as we'd like. And this is like that piece of jewelry that takes you there even when you're in the doldrums of winter. Maybe you're landlocked and you're just like, I wish I was at the beach right now. You've got your seahorse done in diamonds and aquas to really take you there, remind you of that, and give you some real true whimsical beauty in your collection. Something that probably doesn't look like what you already have. We're all accused of that. We all like what we like, so we end up having a lot of pieces that sometimes look the same as all of our other pieces, whether it's, you know, clothing, shoes, handbags, wardrobe, whatever. And jewelry's the same way. So this at least probably a departure from what you already have and own. And we have our final call in 45 seconds left, and we're looking for $525. Insane. So great value, needless to say. There's no two ways about it, and we are looking for more bidding. And this is really setting up for an interesting night of auctions ahead. If, because I can't start many things at $500, and I shouldn't have done it on this one either. But $2,200 piece, $500 right now, 28 seconds left. Lots of gold. This again is the finishing. Let me show it against the hand one more time so you see that size. I know it's a little more specific. That was my kind of silly, you know, probably not the best piece to be auctioning, because you want to, you know, do more universal pieces that everyone can jump in on. But if you love this look, if you want to have something, like I said, a little different, powerful piece that is an instant conversation starter, this is it in fine jewelry. So our last call, $525, yes or no? You got it? Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. Well done there. So quick reminder, we got Alexandrite here tonight, and we don't see many of those, so we'll take a look at this one of a kind, and that is very, very important Alexandrite. Let's just say it like it is here. That is not what we even typically see here in Alexandrite, and it's been a while since we've seen Alexandrite. This stone, very impressive. Item number is 8954. If you are really seeking out quality and never ever want to compromise quality, look at this one. Alexandrite is 30 points, so insanely good color here. That really more, yes. Hi, Betty. Is that, no, that's Betty in California. Betty, hi. Betty in California. Love her. I adore her. Okay. Hi, Betty. Thank you so much for being with us today. Look at this alexandrite. 30 points, but strong. Strong color saturation. Most of them, you know how you know the difference. Most of them are those blue greens. This has got green. And it's very bright and it's very clean, but then it's going to go to red. So the stronger green it is to start, the more red you're going to see that change to. That is a, whoa, carat 11 in diamonds, my goodness. So you got a lot of diamond weight there, especially when you look at that outside. It's like a floral within a floral. And the inside is like a bigger pave. And then you've got the really huge diamonds that are the round brilliance around that kind of accentuate the corners there of that first internal floral petal design. So it's really a pretty floral ring overall. It almost looks like it could be vintage. Almost looks like an estate piece in a way. We don't offer estate pieces. All of our pieces are new. They're not used. They're not worn. They're none of that. But so we don't need to worry about, because I think there's so many issues with like quality then. It's like, oh, quality of the stone, yes, but like quality of what condition is it in? Here's what you have where you've got a carat 11 in diamonds, and we only have this one. We are going to change the gold if you want to. So if you would prefer, we loved the saturation of the green, so we thought it was a great combo with the yellow gold. And there you can see it light up. Look at that. Reminds me of some of the GIA certified stones that we've had that are $50,000, $60,000 rings. This is very much that color, but it's still that Fuego de Fuego material. Here it is on the hand. And it's only one, and we got to blow it out. Boy, with a carat 11 in diamonds, there should be a $39.99 price, and we do not waver from there. But I have got a little bit of a precedent set here through the first 55 minutes, and we have seen some really good values. And we're going to keep that going even on brand new one-of-a-kinds like this one. So instead of 39 or 29 or 19, you want a color change stone? That's about as top of the heap as you get in color change varieties. Plus, it's the individual color of this stone and the cutting, and it's not even $19.99. Only one. That's all we got here, and that's just because that stone. I can't duplicate that stone because, you know, if you watch the show, we've had nothing that looks like that color in a round out of Fuego de Fuego. Usually that is a color you have to go to Russia to get, and that material is like, again, only found in museums at this point. So really important stone here. Not even 19, 18, let's keep going. $17.99, no. I'll make it just instantly go. We'll give it up. $16.99 first caller. That's it. $16.99, and you change the gold if you want to. Rose or white if you'd prefer, but only $16.99 for the whole ring. Amazing value there. We have the kunzites are here. I got a couple kunzites. I've got a beautiful, are you ready for the orange diamond? The aforementioned orange diamond and a men's blue zircon ring. Get ready for that. All of that coming. And Trapezi emerald. So excited for that here as well. We'll show that to you. And the list goes on and on and on and on. So $16.99 on the alexandrite. That's the one and only new one that I have today. We're really excited about that one. Don't forget that yellow sapphire still here at $14.99 for this bright as can be yellow sapphire with those amazing diamonds. So that's only $14.99. Just want to remind you that's still here if you'd like it. And then we got a wheel, quick wheel for you as well. It's a really good wheel too. Speaking of some barns, we had the earrings. We have a ring to match. And this is a wild wheel. Some big time values here. It's a last call on any of these 5 pieces we're going to show you. So that's going to be coming up. And then we have, there's like a wheel an hour. So we're going to see a wheel, you know, pretty frequently throughout the show. And then there are great fire opal drop earrings as well. But we're going to start everything with this turquoise in the middle. And this one, I always tell you, it's another, I love this mounting too. I just love it. I just think that, you know, when it comes to a lot of gold weight, this doesn't just look old world in its styling. It looks and feels like the way jewelry used to be made with the weight that it has. But look at this. I mean, this is a mounting we usually see. The last couple times I've seen it, it had a really good yellow sapphire and a really good merengue. This time around, it's with a Zambaran. So this would coordinate nicely with the earring studs that we had earlier. So that's a radiant cut Zambaran. When I first thought I saw it, I thought it was a spinel. I thought it was like a really, really high-end Burma spinel. And then I realized, no, it can't be because it's on this wheel. And then you see what we have here in a gorgeous blue sapphire, classic styling there. How about some bicolor tourmaline in the watermelon variety, the pink and the green together? And then this firework, I call it the firework. It's like a sparkler in motion with big diamond weight, and that is an opal. Last time I had this, somebody had asked later, oh, if only that was in yellow gold. You can actually get that in yellow gold or rose gold if you want. Actually, that would apply to anything on this wheel with the exception of just one. The only one that has to stay the way it is the bicolor. Everything else up there, gold can be changed, which the rest are all in white. Change them if you want to. Let's get you a great value. This is our greatest discount on these pieces, so they cannot, will not, and just can't go lower. I mean, that's just how simple it is here. When they're on wheels, they are the lowest they can be, and that's all there is to it. That's why they're there together, kind of getting one last look, one goodbye moment here for all these pieces. And if you have a favorite, you got to let us know, because they're one of a kind and they're going to fly, because that's what happens when you make jewelry priced too low. It's just people are going to recognize that, and it's going to be shopping central time. So this is your time to get any one of them you like. Big diamond weights on a lot of these pieces as well, because I say that to remind you, if we look at the price, which is right here, and then you don't see the graphics, you might think, oh, those have got to be tiny diamond weights. Actually, most of these rings here have substantial diamond weights to go with those incredible center stones that we've chosen. So you're getting the full gamut of quality, no doubt, from the gold weight to the diamond weight to the individual stone quality that you have. All of that together is represented in these rings, but they're all one price. And again, change the gold on any but the bicolor. Take a look at them. They're not even going to be. Oh, how do we do this? I'm looking at the bags here in front of me. $29.99 is the lowest on any of the 5 bags, and yet they're not even $29. They're not $19.99. Oh goodness, this is going to be a little bit of just a frenzy on the phone lines. I mean, quite frankly, look at this. A full 1 carat in diamonds around your fire opal. Then you've got a 210 radiant. That mounting has 76 points in diamonds. So you're getting the radiance and barn, but you get over 3/4 of a carat in diamonds. Here's the heavy, really stunning Sleeping Beauty. That even has 45 points in diamonds. And then we go to our blue sapphire, 52 points in diamonds there. The 86-point opal, yes, but then it's got a full carat in VS diamonds around it. They're all bigger stones. And then we go, what did we miss? The bicolor. The bicolor is a 1 only. As I mentioned, yellow gold only. That's a 4 carat 69. Bicolor tourmaline. And it's done with 19 points in diamonds and yellow gold. Which one do you like? Because instead of $1,000 off and making them $2,000 to spend, we're going to go lower, and dramatically so. I would not wait if I were you, because instead of even $1,999, what is supposed to be the lowest at $1,888, I'll keep on going. Sometimes we are already, I just realized, at the top of the hour. So a special welcome to all of our viewers just tuning in, and our viewers that have been with us for the first 60 minutes. Glad to have you with us. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON, and we've got 2 hours left on this Wednesday, and we are live. So if there's anything we could show you, better yet, anything you want to shop for on this wheel, it's go time. You got to call us now, because they're not going to last, because already $1,888, not stopping there, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, nothing. Nothing up here is going to be $12.99 or $11.99 or $10.99 or even $9.99. Going lower than that. Special welcome to all of our shoppers that just tuned in, all of our jewelry lovers. You don't have to be a shopper, but this wheel might turn you into one. It really, really will be hard to resist, because I'm not even stopping at $9.99. You don't have to actually pay that. And when there's a nearly 5 carat bicolor tourmaline up there, and then you've got all these bigger diamond weights to go around fire opals and sapphires, and I mean, the turquoise is incredible. I don't know how you resist the Zambaran. The Zambaran, the radiant cut Zambaran, like 1 in a million. 76 points in diamonds around that one. You're not even paying $9.99. Talk about a giveaway wheel. This is the definition of it. They're not $9.99. Let's go even lower than that. Take a look. Pick your favorite. But this is going to be wild. I'll make them just, you know what, make them $949 a piece while they last. Extra $50 off of what we already took $1,000 off of to make sure they all disappear. So this is your time. And of course, we're not leaving you in the dark on carat weights. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call. When you call in, tell us which one you're thinking about or which ones you're thinking about. We'll tell you everything you need to know about your jewelry up there and try them on and do all that. So it's kind of like a little mini just for you VIP presentation. So that is when you call. We'll give it 2 minutes on this wheel entirely, but the Zambaran, I just already know somebody's going to ask about that, so I'll just start there while we wait for your phone calls. I'm going to start there because this is that Royal Zambaran with 76 points in diamonds. Now, that's a ring, and that is a really high-end mounting we usually see with some really expensive stones like Mahenge Spinel. Y'all remember that, right? We had a carat, what was it, a carat 57 or something, Mahenge spinel in that mounting. We've had Paraíba in this mounting. We've had big yellow sapphires in this mounting. It is not for the faint of heart. So the fact that you're getting this mounting with a gorgeous radiant cut Zambaran, and it's $949, huge value there. Can we help you with anything on this wheel? Yes. It sure is. Watermelon just simply means, what do you think it means? It means green and pink together, and this is exactly green and pink together. So let me show you if we can get a really good look at it so you can see the green on one side and the pink on the other. That's why they call it that. There are different bicolors. Sometimes you can get different colors out of bicolor. This is where you're getting the green and the pink. So no takers. Let's move on. In 1 minute, we'll be on our way. Yes, watermelon tourmaline is just a sense of having a split of pink and green. And this one does. It is pink and green. Sometimes they can be more orangey. I mean, you know, tourmaline comes in thousands of identified colors. So sometimes they can be a little more, you know, orangey. Sometimes they can be a little bit more, they can be a million colors. And sometimes they, you know, ombre a little differently. So here's where you get that true watermelon tourmaline. And then this is fire opal with a carat and diamonds around it, swirling and wrapping and almost like a sparkler on your hand. It's like it's in motion when it's not. So this is what you get, that look of that fire opal, really important ring. So whoever thought you could do a fire opal for under $950 when you've got a carat, a full carat in VS diamonds around it and all those bigger stones individually, and then there's a little bit of texture. Each and every row of gold has the 2 diamonds, and there's a little bit of texture between that. And again, you don't have to leave it in white gold. You can get it in the yellow. You can get it in the rose. I mean, look at that with yellow. If you can kind of imagine the yellow in the vicinity there wrapped in yellow gold, that's a beautiful, rich combination for fire opal, especially when you get the more red material like this is. So anything you like, tourmaline, turquoise, here's the sapphire, here's the Zambaran, and here's the fire opal. Let me know which one you like. $949, lowest price we can do. And then we're on our way. And a lot more to show you. And requests are welcome. Get those requests in throughout the night. Yes? I would love to. Let's put on the watermelon tourmaline for her. Sure, here it is. That is the only one that's got a gold restriction, so that one does stay as it is. It's 9060. Here it is on the hand, so that's going to be our watermelon tourmaline. And I have it so that the pink is on the, let me see. Pink is on the top, the green's on the bottom there, or vice versa. I'm looking at it backwards, so I'll look at the screen. $469 on the emerald cut and 19 points in the diamonds. So that is only going to be $949. What they've done is give it a little bit of a, there's a little detail to this band where the diamonds are actually going to be right to that side point, right at the halfway point is where they stop. Then the gold is going to be all mirror finished the rest of the way. Really classic setting there, but that gives you a good idea of the size. Here's the up close on it one more time. To get a $469 in a bicolor is very impressive, and there you can see the colors. So the greens and the pinks. It's about, I would say, about 60% pink and about 40% green on that one as far as the split goes. That's just all in the way it's cut. So kind of really resembles a watermelon, because in a watermelon it's not a 50-50 ratio, right? The rind is a little bit more narrow than the meat. So you've got, you know, more pink than you would. So this is really replicating that here in the stone. And then we are on our way. Let me know if that tourmaline's gone. $949 while they last. We've got pink diamonds, yellow diamonds, Trapeche emerald. Anybody seen these? If you haven't, you got to see it. It's a really, really cool stone. Stick around. Then we also have, look at this, brand new diamond ring here with 15-point individual diamonds. Those are important. So this is coming up too. You guys like this? What a pretty piece. Wait till you see it on the hand, though. It gets even better. So we'll see that. And any requests you have, get them in. We're moving on from this wheel. Sounds like our tourmaline may be gone. Yes. Zambaran next. You got it. That's Zambaran going on the hand again. That's going to be item number. It'll be 8930. Yeah, I feel like this just needs a close-up maybe, because probably you're thinking 10 points in diamonds, 1 carat stone. Well, let's break it down again. This is a 210 Royal Zambaran. Specialty radiant cut. Diamonds at 76 points. Your choice of gold. And $949 for that ring. Whoa, yes. The Zambaran is amazing. I may just put it down and zoom right in on it so you can see what it's all about. 76 points in diamonds. Very high-end mounting. I mentioned all the stones we've had recently in it. It's an important stone, so I'm going to actually do that. We're going to come in close just on the Zambaran here. I'm going to trade out the turquoise, and we're going to put that Zambaran just so everybody can see it really, really well and get a good idea with the graphics, which are right there for you. There's that radiant cutting. We talked about the color shifting earlier. Color shift, different lights, pinks, purples, blues, even reds coming through on a stone that's out of Tanzania and does not look like typical garnets at all. So thrilled to have that one for you. Let me know if you'd like it at $9.49 and still have the sapphire and the turquoise and the fire opal and the tourmaline. Tourmaline is still here if you'd like that tourmaline, a 4 carat 69. Not too shabby. All right, coming up. On our way, lots more to do tonight. Get ready, buckle up. We got a lot of great jewelry values. It's all about the values. And if sometimes you got to make a Wednesday be something really important, well, you got to really reduce prices. That's what we're going to do all night long. So get ready for it. We got a lot to show you. But then I've got to bring out this kunzite because it's a huge markdown from just when it debuted. Over the weekend, it was kind of one of those impromptu deals. We brought it out for a request. Here's what it looks like. It's the big time emerald cut. What do you think of this? Thank you so much. Thank you, Lori. All right. So any questions from anybody else on that wheel? Don't hesitate to holler. Here's 9056. That's going to be a one only 606 in the emerald cut kunzite. I just think, I said it before, I'll say it again, pleochroic stone. Usually you have to cut certain cuts to make sure the cut is emphasized or the color. When you start with good color, it's great. You know, you can get the best Afghan material in the world like this is, but it can all go away the second you cut it. And if you're not cutting kunzite, when you have pleochroism, which is not exclusive to kunzite, but when you have tremendous pleochroism in a gem, cutting becomes even more important. Cutting is always important, but a lot of times it's not going to dictate the actual color. What the rough is what the rough will be. But when you have pleochroism and you have cutting it's a trickier cut to do, especially an emerald cut, because a lot of times that stone, the color that is naturally there and the saturation level that's naturally there can be lost when you attempt cuts like this. It says something that the fact you have that saturation level maintained, you're still seeing those purples, you're still seeing the orchids, you're seeing all of that in an emerald cut is really rare. You have no idea how many emerald cuts I've rejected in kunzites because they don't have the color. They didn't hold the color like you want it to be. So this is where we can have a lot of fun because it's actually reduced from even when it debuted on Sunday, maybe Saturday or Sunday. This is where you get a better value. We're going to bring this price down. You get a carat 11 in the bridge mounting in diamonds as well. You can even change the gold if you'd like to, but here's what we're going to do to make this one affordable. Come on over, take a look, and what we'll do is, I love that you see the diamonds through it, saturation level, but not taken away from the way you see those diamonds right through the stone. It's a full carat 11. We've got one only, and it's got a brand new markdown. And there are those blues. I love seeing those ultraviolet blues. You see them coming through right there? Specialty and better value than what it even debuted at. It was $45.99. I know I brought it down immediately. It was a requested piece. We had a lot of people looking for kunzite on one particular day, so we started bringing out pieces that weren't even scheduled for the show. This was actually scheduled for tonight, but thank goodness, since it's already had one airing, it's got a new markdown. So instead of being even $2,500, it's not. It's not $2,000. This is really good. Not even $19.99. First caller only. We're going to blow it out. It's $1,888 for a one-of-a-kind emerald cut, the best of the best. Look at the saturation level you're getting. Then you get your carat 11 in the diamonds, and all of that's happening for $1,888. It's an incredible buy, and we'll try it on for you as well. So here is what it looks like on the hand. So you can see that. What a great piece it is. Look at that. Amazing color saturation, isn't it? For $1,888, it's yours, and that's what I'm talking about. When you see it from a distance, you see there's ultraviolet blues. Lavenders are important to see in the kunzite. Most are just a pale, pale, pale pink. This is truly the ultimate color saturation that we love. So $1,888 if you'd like it, one only there. And it's first color situation. Change the gold if you want to. That's a great looking stone right there. I love having kunzites that have that color saturation. First piece I ever bought myself here was a kunzite, and $1,888 was not what I paid for a stone that even back then we didn't even have this saturation level. This was not the material that we had 5 and 6 years ago. So you're getting an upgrade from what we've seen even in the past. So really cool stone there. $1,888, just 30 seconds left, and then we've got to move on. We got a lot to show you. Big mandarin and a bridge too. And then a yellow diamond. We actually have a new one. We have a 2.5 carat yellow diamond. So that's actually should be our largest here now because most of them have lately been topping out just 2. So if you've been one of the many people that have been asking for something a little larger, we have a 2.5 carat for you. Also have the mint zircon. That's got to come out. Got to bring out the mint zircon. And that's a blue zircon. Now, if you want a kunzite that's just a little bit smaller, well, actually, a little smaller price tag, not a smaller stone, but it has less diamond weight. So this one's actually, let me show you this one. This one's a larger stone, elongated, emerald cut still, and elongated with a little bit less diamond weight, but still got the 3-row stack there on each side. That'll be $91.91. So might as well just show you two to compare here. And this one will be less, even though the stone is greater than. So this is item number 9191 on the left side. We've just seen all the details on the bridge. Now we're talking about the 753. Still diamonds, 49 points in diamonds there. Not bad. Did I say 3 rows? It's 2 rows of stacked diamonds on each side. Your eyes do not deceive you. It is 2 rows, but they're bigger. We do a 3-row, we do a 2-row. These are the bigger 2 rows here, so you get the bigger individual stones, and that one's going to be even less money than the bridge, because that one, and even maybe even more so, when we're talking about showing off those electric ultraviolet blues, I think you're seeing more of that here, even with that elongated stone on the left, than you do in the bridge. I'll make that one $17.77 on the left side if you'd rather have the 753. So 2 big options, $17.77 for the left, $18.88 on the right. And then let's zoom back just so you can see them both really, really well here. And that's just a nice opportunity to have 2 emerald cuts side by side in one show. So you're really getting a nice option and variety there. So either one, but $17.77 right over here, and I got to try that one on, and then $18.88 if you want a little more diamond weight, a little more gold weight. Just a matter of, I think there's going to be one that you really just, just zone in on, like really love. And this one, a little more unusual to see that elongation, but all the same things apply to maintain that saturation level when you got an emerald cut. Very important, and you've got it there. So $17.77 for this one, and then the bridge, I'll put that right next to it so you can see here, make a choice of just a little more, you see a little more drama with the gold here, a little more width overall to the ring. This one's elongated, a little less diamond weight. Here's your carat 11 in diamonds. It's like having 3 rings in one. So either way you want to go, $17.77, $18.88, and let me know which one you like. They're both one of a kind. So when they are spoken for, they will be long gone. And not to be missed when you have that level of kunzite saturation. There's something so elegant about an emerald cut. I don't care what stone it is. I think there's a real elegance and a power to an emerald cut. But in this stone, when you see, look at that. Look at just what it's doing there. How the whole stone internally is lighting up at the same time. Not just a flash here or there. The whole stone is lit up. $18.88 for this one. $17.77. Okay, which one are we thinking? Which one? Antonio, they want to see just one close up? And then the men's ring is coming up. Yes. Elongated right there. $17.77, that's spoken for. And again, that's item number 9191. All right, so the bridge, $18.88, carat 11 in diamonds. That one is here for you, and that's going to be item number 853. No, that was 9056. We have 8534 coming up next. I'm already on to my next one. So let's take a look at that, because it's the blue zircon men's ring, and that is 8534. Whoo, look at that. I love a blue zircon. I mean, does it get more powerful than a blue zircon when you see that electric blue? Thank you. We've got a larger fire opal coming up as well for Kevin's collar. Kevin, are they on the line now? Let me just show it right now, because we're just getting started with the zircon. So let me just show them a lot larger. 382 fire opal right here. How about that? Great stone. Look at this. That's a big stone too. It's 382, but it's going to look double that. Yes. Pinky, sure. Pinky flash on the elongated stone. You got it. Now, Kevin, if that's for your collar, here's the elongated stone on the pinky. Prop it up there. See if I can hold it right there. Yes, Kevin. Yes. You have to check. It didn't say, but sometimes they just don't put it on the bag. So do you want to go ask real quick, and then we'll know for sure? Usually they are, but we'll double check. Does that help, Antonio? Are they trying to? I think it's a little large for a pinky ring, but that's just me. That's just my thought. It's a little large for a pinky ring, but we do what you need. We do what you want. On the fire opal, is that also your request, Kevin? Someone else for the fire opal? So oh, it is. Okay, so let's just show them this one, 8833 on the fire opal. It's the 382. It has 22 points in diamonds. And this one will be, okay, let's just blow it out. I mean, it's a big stone. We had the smaller stone with the round with the diamond weight around it. That was like that fireworks sparkler design. Here's where you get mega, like bringing the heat fire, okay? Bringing the heat on the fire opal, because it's huge. I mean, look at this on the hand. It's a really large piece, and yet any gold you'd like. Do you like this one? Are they going for a big dose of color here with that bright reddish orange? It's right there, and we're going to blow it out right now. Just make it $9.99 by request. Why not? White, yellow, rose. You can choose any gold you want, but for $999, that's the, oh my goodness, who asked for the big lynx ring? Oh, they're on rapid fire request line here. I like it. Kevin, they got a whole wish list, huh? Yes. Kathy in Tennessee. Did that answer her questions and help her out? Thank you, Kathy, on the Coon side. Enjoy it. Kevin, what are we thinking about this big fire opal? Is that not working for him? Okay, so we can find something else. Do you want to see lynx rings right now? You do. Okay, so let me show it because this is a pleasure. Another request here. I've got it right here. I've got a rose gold to show you. That never happens. My original design. I've actually got, look at this rose gold. We don't get to see this very often. Oh, and I love our rose. There's a lot of rose gold here to love too. Item number 495 is your item number. I promise we'll get back to that zircon. I just want to make sure we get all the requests taken care of while they're on the lines. We would do that for you too. Here's what we've got though, a really, really special. This is the largest version. 75 points in diamonds. Can't tell you how many people ask me for this every day, and we just can't show it every day. They don't let me show it every day. And a big part of that is we like to keep the shows fresh and have you, see new pieces. But the other thing is there's money lost every time we sell this ring at this point. And that's probably for those of you that are going, yeah, whatever. No. We really are. And for anybody who's been with us for some time, if you remember when this debuted at more money, and that debut was not yesterday or a month ago, it was years ago, prior to like 2020. I mean, when did this debut? It's been 4.5 years or so, 4.5, 5 years since this debuted. My original links design, the curb link is always classic, but curb links are happening. Extra, extra, extra bold must have hot right now. This is the ring version, but it's the boldest we do, and therefore it's got the big diamond weight because the links are always graduated. The big links in the middle in pave. You've got the links that are all shiny, smooth, mirror finish, but heavy gold weight on the sides. They graduate down just a little bit in either direction. And then you have what could be your new favorite status piece, and I only say it because I've heard it so many times over. The gals that buy it tend to get it, put it on, wear it every day. Right hand ring it's very popular for, middle finger ring, index finger ring. This is the big version. And when it debuted, what was it? 4.5, 5 years ago, it was $14.99. So a great value then when gold and diamonds were not nearly as much as they are now. And now we have a new price that, it's one of those things where it's dangerous when you have a sale and you put something on sale one time, it tends to then have to kind of stay in that same sale price. People never want to see the price on something they know go up. So we kind of stuck with this price, and then you didn't see it for a while, and you didn't see it for a long while. And that's because it was foolish to bring it out because we are going backwards every time we sell one. It literally costs more to make. And this will become as no surprise to anybody who's been following the gold market, following the diamond market, following just, the news and life and worldwide global economy in general, that this ring is a markdown from where it ever was to start. So today, major, major, major backwards every time we sell one. And that's why this is a value, because it's not $14.99 and it's not $13.99, and you get your choice of gold color here. There is a white gold option. It's just not here to show you, not planned for the show, but here it is. And it's not even $14, $13, or $12, or $11.99. And this is I'll just take that opal off really quickly here and show you what one looks like from across the room, because I want you to see this. And it looks like, I'll just try on the rose gold here. I mean, this is what it looks like from across the room. That is a bold ring. This is why, and don't get me wrong, it's a bold ring. May not be for everybody. It's why we then produced a smaller version, the medium size, called Lolo's Links. And then there was eventually a smaller version than that called Little Lolo. That has been, that can't be done anymore. So we've just got, again, these great options here for you, but this is the big one. This is the major, this is the moment, and it is still comfortable, but it's got so much gold weight, more gold weight than we see in just about any piece we do here, because it's still made to those same specifics and those same stats that we did back when we debuted it, when gold was a little less. It's not even $11.99. If you want one, try it. This is a ring I feel very confident and very strongly about. Obviously, it's my own design, but the feedback for years and years and years now has been so incredible, and it's turned into one of our best sellers all time. That doesn't just happen. So instead of $11.99, you don't pay $11.50, you don't pay $11.49, you pay $11.11 to get this ring home. It is true to size. I sign it on the inside once it is created in your size, which is why it's true to size. Don't go up because it's actually created with that inner circumference designed for your size. Then it is hand signed in the back. I'll show you that where it's signed, and it's all custom, and it's white, yellow, or rose. And this is one of those pieces that I must warn you, it's already the 7th of December. If you wait really any further into the month, it's likely we won't be able to have this. It does take a little extra time to create. It's done the right way, and it has all those special customizations. So if you call a little later, it might not be there for Christmas delivery, but right now we can still do it. So take a look. Here it is at 11:11 and by request, and then I'll show you a little closer view of the rose gold here on the hand, and really designed for it to sit so comfortably, the way the links on the side kind of hang out right where your side fingers come together. So if you've ever said, well, I've worn big rings before and they were uncomfortable, this is not that ring, because these links are designed so that it is almost like this little bookend for when your fingers do meet, when they come together, they're almost sitting within that outer link on the side. So it's really comfortable to wear. That's our rose gold, which we hardly ever get to see. It's 11:11 if you'd like, and we'll give it 60 seconds. Just a special request piece. And then let me show you the inside here. If you can see, this one is flipped around, but I'll show you here. So you can see it's got the links basically all the way around until you get to that sizing bar in the back, which is where it's going to be using a laser. I hand sign it for you, so it's a little more than just like a stamping process. It's more like personal than that. And that one's a little harder to see maybe on that one, but I'll show you on the rose gold. I think it'll be a little easier to see. So you've got that kind of custom little detail to it as well. And this one, of course, upside down, but there it is. So that will be the ring. And I love the rose gold there. That's a really pretty, we do the best rose gold, so it's not too brown and it's not too orange. It's really got that, you know, really nice pinky tone. And when you have a lot of rose gold like this ring has, nice that it's the right tone of rose gold. So we alloy it, you know, better than most. So excellent value. Kevin, does that help them out? That's the large version. That's 11:11. Oh, really? Refresh would be if you're watching on computers, or yeah, just try refreshing, because sometimes the online feeds can get a little backed up. All right, so whenever they see that, let me know if that's the one they're looking for, and then we'll get to that gents zircon here. Take a look at this. The blue zircon, wanted to bring this out because it's a major value, and we have got, it's a good stone. It's going to be 8534, and it's actually at 511, so it's a really big stone. These are very dense stones too, so the color is important here. You've got a great saturation level. The diamond weight around it is 75 points, and it's going to be white, yellow, or rose gold. And this is one of those, actually last time we saw this gents mounting, it had a 202 radiant yellow diamond in the middle. So, you know, it's also a very important gents mounting. It's got a channel set row around it. Then it's got bead set diamonds on the outside of that. These rows on the side, these two rows, are going to be elevated just slightly above the gold. And then you've got all of this finishing on the interior. That is a wild gents ring. We're going to do this one. And by the way, zircon, blue zircons specifically are actually a alternative birthstone for December. So if you have a birthday this month, this could be a great way to celebrate with a birthstone. And it's, you know what, we'll just take it down, $49.99, huge value here. Let's try it on so you get a sense of the size. One of our bigger gents rings we have for certain there, and it's not even $49.39 or even $29.99, only have the one. Pretty much everything I've got is one of a kinds throughout the show. You know how that goes. So I'll make this one only $1,999. That's it. First caller on the blue zircon, and a 511 at that. Big stone, great color, amazing double refraction. That's the rule with this stone. Always it gives you the double refraction. So it gives you a lot more brilliance and wow than most stones are even capable of doing, no matter what their cut is. And that is only $1,999. So that'll be our gent zircon. Then we've got a lot to show you here. So we're going to be on our way here, and then let me know if that helped them out, Kevin, on that ring, and if they have any other questions, because we showed them a couple of requests there in a row, and we'll help you out. So anyway, let's move on. $19.99. Got another great piece to show you. Bottom of the hour's here. So we've got some really good-looking turquoise, have a really important tanzanite, and we even have, get this, we've got a fawn diamond in a 1 carat size. Okay. Okay. Okay, she's watching online? Okay. Oh, boy, okay, sounds good. All right, and who was that? Okay, Teresa. All right. So we'll hopefully, if she has any other questions, hopefully she'll dial in later. All right. Next up, it's Tansy time. 9067 coming up right now. And hello. This is not for the faint of heart here. We're looking at a very, very important Blue Wing Block D in the pear shape with the red flashes galore. It is loaded, and I mean loaded with diamonds. Every which way. This is rare because we took our signature mounting here and we elevated it and modified it so that it could accommodate a very large pear shape as opposed to an oval, which is usually all that it does. Item number here, you got it, 9067. The size of the stone is a 608 and the diamond weight is, drumroll please, a carat 50 exactly in diamonds. They go every which way. And so for those of you that love the signature style, that's usually done in an oval in various different scales. This is that larger version, but done with the pear shape, accommodating the pear shape. You see all the inside internally there. So well done. A carat and a half in diamonds. The red flashes extend all the way out to the very outside sides there. That's important too. Let me try it on because it's seeing is believing. And when we have a stone that you look at the size and you go, wait a minute, 608, I mean, the bluest of the blue. I'm wearing like this blue velvet, right? It's pretty saturated. It's a really true like royal blue. And this is where I think a lot of people see our tanzanites. If you're a first timer or you're new to our world and you're thinking, wait, tanzanite's always lavenders, it's purples, it's lilacs, it's these light lilac colors. Why do their stones look, well, Blue Wing, it's aptly named. When you get the ultimate saturation level, you're not talking about just a lavender or a purple anymore. The best tanzanites in the world have a blue color to them. That is what you ultimately are looking for. That's the ultimate saturation. It's not about purple. It's about having blues, purples, and then it's like the best factor and the ultimate sign of quality is when you get that red flash, and this stone has that as well. Usually you want to shadow the stone to see the red flashes and the true saturation. This stone, even with full light, is showing you all the reds. It's got a complete finished under gallery as well. We'll do white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, but I am really ready to offer this at a, I just got to be honest with you guys. I don't think that $79.99 is going to do it today. I just don't think it will. And I think we've gotten accustomed to seeing, you know, sale events and discounts and price tags, and it's like everything has been going downward when TVON world is like an escape. If you love jewelry, it's like the ultimate joyful escape, right? Away from the ordinary, away from all the stressors of the world, and just look at what you love, what you're passionate about, see the best, even if you're just a passive watcher, a viewer. But these are the kind of pieces that I feel like with all this, I mean, talk about a departure from the real world. These are the kind of stones that you would pay if you saw one anywhere else, $79.99 for a per carat price. Times that by 6 carat, add thousands of dollars for diamonds and gold, and that's more what you're talking about. Here's what I'm going to do. Halfway through the show, halfway through the hour, I'm going to make this really easy. We're going to put it on the auction block because it's the only way I can get you away from $79.99. And do I ever, ever, ever want to get you away from $79.99? That's what's going to make it more possible. So that if you're adding to the collection, if you're a first timer and you want to try the literal best, you see where it says TVON exclusive over there? That's the truth. It's only here with us. That's it. Only here with us. Nobody else has it. Nobody else can come close. Others have tried to name theirs something that sounds similar. It's not the same. We have it exclusively. None was rejected. None ended up anywhere else. This is it. So instead of paying $79.99 and you've got all that red flash, you've got that blue. Remember when the movie Titanic came out and everyone wanted to know what they used for the blue diamond that was the heart of the ocean? It was a tanzanite. So they didn't use a regular tanzanite. They had to use a really high quality tanzanite that was the same color as this one. And people who didn't know blue diamonds at the time, they were like, that doesn't even look like a blue diamond, because they thought blue diamonds should be light in color. But just like the Hope diamond, a really, really good blue diamond can kind of look like a tanzanite. That's why they used a tanzanite. But had they used a lavender, that wouldn't have flown either. So they had to use a really, really good stone, right? So that's where you have this same kind of color. That's the saturation you ultimately want. And it's not going to be 79. I got to put on the auction block and we'll see. Let's hope this goes better than our little seahorse last hour, because that was scary. Take a look at this. We're going to do better than even $8,000 or $7,000 or $6,000, which is only $1,000 a carat, which you cannot buy tanzanite anywhere for $1,000 a carat. if it's like retail. Retail, it's $1,000, even for the really small, really light material. We're not even starting at 6 or 5 or 4 or 35. This is go time. Take a look at it through the inside here, completely finished. You are going to choose your gold. Whatever that is, you're going to choose your size. You're not paying for the gold color change. You're not paying for the sizing. You're not paying for the shipping every day here. And look at all the reds. And if I shadow this light, those reds and those neons are going to become a lot more intense. And we're not even starting. I have no open at 35. Uh-oh. Whew. And with 1.5 carats in diamonds, we're not talking about something that, don't you love when people say, I'll give you free diamonds and gold? And you're going, where are the diamonds? Are they even there? I don't even see diamonds. Are there diamonds? Because it's one thing, and I'm not going to poo-poo. If you're getting free diamonds and gold in any way, shape, or form, great. But when it's 1.5 carats in a lot of gold, better. And we're not doing 35. Don't have an open. This is going to take some maneuvering, to say the least. What about $3,000? Honestly, what about $3,000? Can we do that? Can we make that happen? $3,000 to open a 608 with all that amazing diamond weight to it. Everything you see there finished on the inside, all that gold. The struggle is real. But I'm looking at some per carats right now, thinking about a 608 at that price, and that's really fair. That color, I mean, I'm not even shadowing that light now, and look at that color shine. Look at the saturation level that stone delivers. It's exactly what you want to see. Best of the best of the best of the best. What would you really pay for the best tanzanite in the world? Well, we're going to do something different than 3,000 because I'm still lacking an open. And we can't have that. When a stone looks this good, it's not the stone. It's not the mounting. We know this is as signature and classic a mounting as there is. So what if we go even lower than $3,000, and would that help out? I think it would. Not even 29 or 28 or 27 or 26, because as much as I'd like to leave it at 29, I think it's a weird number to start. So what I'll do is we'll round it out, and we'll just make it $2,500 to start the auction. And speaking of 25, we'll do $25 increments as well. So that's easy too. So we cleared the increment off your plate. We got the starting bid even lower than it's ever supposed to be. And we're going to start at $2,500 for all this ring with a major stone and a lot of diamond weight. And it's 60 seconds to get this one started. Good luck. Come on in. Take a look at this. One big pear shape. And it's even a little bit more unusual. I mean, one thing, the stone came first. The mounting was created around it. But it's a little bit, you see how it's a more prominent pear? It's not super narrow or elongated. It's really got that nice wider side to it. I mean, it gives you a lot of presence and a lot of wow. And yet, no open yet. 45 seconds left to get it. Look at this again on the hand. We'll go, I can't remember how I had it on, but we'll go point up, point down, show you both ways here and how that looks from a distance away when you see the amazing power of that stone. $2,500 to start, and we've got 30 seconds now to get it. Oh my goodness. What a great stone that is. And $2,500 on a 608, and that's going to be wild. That's, ooh, yeah. With 1.5 carats in diamonds, too. So that is really impressive, and I love the boldness of, you know, creating that wider side and giving it the big, big halo around it. I mean, a classic style. Really sets your tanzanite, though, also really safely and securely, and gives it a nice border of those diamonds, and just an amazing piece. No open at 25. Okay. So we are on our way. I can't believe it. It's a really strong value, but we're verifying a couple of people, so let me just make sure they're not on this one before we move on completely, and then we'll see what requests we have, if any, for our last 90 minutes. But that right there, that should have some activity. We've reduced and reduced and reduced and reduced, and we took an $8,000 piece, and we're looking for 25 to get that going. Ah. Wouldn't you know it? We've got, are these Teresa's requests as well? Oh, Lori, okay. So different requester. We've got a couple more requests to bring out. Well, I love all the requests down on Wednesday. This is great. Signet ring and little Lolo. Not little Lolo. Lolo. Lolo's links. Virginia, are you on this one by any chance? No? No, we don't have it. Do you want to start it? That's why I asked you. I'm like, you're the only one in the line. You're my only hope. She's my hope. Who is it that's got her open then? Kathy's got the open. That's not Kathy in Tennessee, is it? No, okay. We just had a Kathy in Tennessee shopping, so I just didn't know if it was just the me and Kathy show. You know, maybe I was just talking to Kathy tonight, but here we are. We have the open. It's official. We've got it. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for starting the auction. And now the big moment of truth. One bidder. Hey, here's a little hint. You ever see an auction with one bidder? I don't care what day it is, what night it is, whatever. Is she out? In. Okay. You see an auction with one bidder, something really, really good and beneficial is happening, and it's on your side. Because this is the kind of open where it should be a lot of people in. I mean, that's what I'm striving to do always, is get a lot of people in on these auctions. We got one. So what we'll do is we'll wrap it up. We've got a couple more requests to bring out. We're going to wrap this up in 2 minutes. You are not out yet. This is like now the final, you know, it's like the 2-minute warning, right? 2-minute warning. Anybody watching football? Right? Basketball, sports in general, like 9th inning, bottom of the 9th here. This is bottom of the 9th. This is last final 2 minutes. I mean, this is it. But we give you 2 minutes to make a phone call. You don't have to score a touchdown. You don't have to hit the, you know, the half-court three. And you don't have to hit the grand slam walk-off. You can just call me right now and say, I'll give her $25 more to potentially put me in the lead. That's what this is. So $2,500, we're going to give it a final 2 minutes, and then it's selling. It's selling to somebody. Right now, that somebody's Kathy. If it's anybody else who wants to come into play, we give you 2 minutes to do it because it's going to go. We know that much, so we're going to give it a last chance. Call me early. You don't want to let the opportunity slip by because there could be other 6-carat plusers you see, and they are not going to be that price because look where it was supposed to be versus where it is. Where it's supposed to be $79.99, where it is at $25. Just a $25 advance to get in. Take a last look at it. We'll give it 2 final minutes, and then we're done. So our last call is right now. Good luck. That's where you keep an eye on the clock. As soon as that clock hits 0, we've got to close down those phone lines to any just bidders that are on the phone lines. They're eligible to bid. So $2,500, and take another look at it all the way around the sides and through the inside and the back, and the way this is done so well. Even that, look at this, the saturation when you look directly through the back and you see that under gallery and you see the way that's saturated even through the inside. And here's what it looks like on the hand again. Oh, love it. That's just one way to wear it. I'll flip it around so you can see it the other way as well. But what do you think? For a last call, and we are giving away tanzanites tonight, and try it if you love it. I don't know where else you get a full carat and a half in diamonds alone. Put that on a pedestal all by itself. What about a 608? How do you get any of the individual components for a price like this? I'm just going to flip it, Tony. I'm going to show it the point up. So if anybody wants to see it that way, everyone's got their preference and their way, and I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like when you get it at home on your hand. But that is a very, very important way to get your Blue Wing Block D at a great value, $2,500 only. Last call on this one. It is amazing. 45 seconds left on the clock. You just want to hustle to the phones, and then we've got a couple more requests coming in for Lori, but I think a lot of people might like these next requests, so stick around for those. And then we will be showing you, oh, I do have turquoise, and I do have a really, really good fawn diamond as well coming up in our last hour. So all of that's still happening. We'll try to get to a few of those before the last hour. Here we are, 25, last call. Anybody else? It's all hers, it looks like. Where is she calling from, Virginia? Do you want to give me the abbreviation and I can figure it out? SC. NC. First of all, SC got me excited because that's my alma mater, but NC is North Carolina, yes. So she's in North Carolina. I got excited there. Although after the Pac-12 championship, Tony, I'm not talking about SC much anymore. Yeah, still not over it. Still not quite over it. Not quite. It's going to take a while to recover from that. 2,500. Anybody else? Antonio, you had a bidder back there maybe? No? Nope. All right. Sold. Going to NC, North Carolina. Congratulations on that one. Well done. Lori said, can you bring out the smaller version of the Lynx ring? Which it's almost automatic. You know, if we bring out the big one, somebody's going to say, bring out the medium. So here it is. It's called Lolo's Lynx. It's an abbreviation for Lauren. And so we named the medium-sized Lolo's Lynx. And that's how you can differentiate. The big one, Lauren's Lynx, is the main, the OG, the original, the all that, the big version. And then little Lolo here is going to be the medium version, which is still sizable. That is the thing. This is not a small ring no matter how you slice it, but it's item number 528. And it's our last call. Again, 51 points in diamonds here. Still to this day, one of those values. I know most of you own it already, but there's always going to be a new shopper here and there that say, okay, I think that would be a great piece to try, a great piece to maybe dive into TVON quality with. Well, I would say yes, because this is one we're all really proud of. And yes, me being the designer, but also this is one we're proud to make. And again, same thing applies. When it debuted, it was more money. Now today we lose money on it. We go backwards every time one sells. So a huge moment for you all that want something really affordable, but still want that look of the curb link. And then here's what you need to see. Still as comfortable as you can imagine. But do you see how it's not overwhelming? And I can bring out the other one too, so you can see them side by side. The first version is 1111. We showed it a few minutes ago. This is the medium version, but it's not small. Also available in the white, the yellow, or the rose gold. This time you're going to get 51 points in diamonds, perfectly pavéed in the main event center link there. You've got the other links that are smooth and graduated on the sides, but not small. Again, look at how they're barely graduating. And then there's always going to be the 3 links on each side with the sizing bar in the back, where again, just if you ever needed to size it in the future, we obviously make it in your size, but if you ever needed to, like, let's say you decide one day, I'm gonna wear that on my ring finger instead of my middle finger, so you wanna, us or a jeweler to size it a little bit differently, you have that luxury to do that. It's not a total loss, right? Having rings that you can't size, that would prohibit that from ever happening. So we wanna give you that option. So that's why there's a sizing bar there. 51 points in diamonds, any gold, and then I'll show you in comparison with the original. But this is still always one of our greatest values. And again, take it while it's here, because at some point in time, you know that the powers that be here are going to say, we can't continue to sell this at a loss. We know it's popular, we know you like it, but we can't continue to lose money every time we put it on the air. So take it while it's here, $888 to make this yours. And then I'll show you side by side here, just to get you a better idea of how the difference is. So if you're still debating the first, the original, you can see here, I'll stagger them a bit. This is the side by side. So this one's going to be the 51 points here. This one's the original 75 points that we just showed you earlier, 1111, 888. You pick your choice of. We have, remember the rose gold we saw? In this version, I only have the yellow gold here to show you, but still the options are there. So white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, you decide. But 888 or 1111, you decide. But I wanted to show you side by side, because a lot of times it's just about, how do I decide which way to go? I think you ultimately ask yourself, if you are always a gal that if no piece is big enough, you have no problem with heavy gold weights, you want, I would even say the bigger value is here too. They're both values, but right here, when you feel that ring, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you just know that bold is always better in your mind, go with the big version. If you are somebody at all that so many ladies tell me, well, my fingers aren't that long, or I don't wear a lot of big ostentatious jewelry every day. I just want something that's classic and beautiful, and then go with the medium version. And I think that the good news is you can't go wrong. I think that either version are appropriate for everybody. I think anybody could wear either version. It's just a matter of what are your preferences in the overall size of your ring. So those are for Lori's request, but we'll help you out if you'd like one as well. You don't have to be the requester here, because this is something that's made for you. And then it sounds like somebody wanted to see the signet ring as well, which is the smaller version we have, because we have 2 versions. My version is the large version. We also have the smaller scaled down version we have as well. So let me know, and they're both hand signed on the inside. So we'll show you that. There's that signature always going to be on the inside, just that little personal touch there. But again, only $888 for that left side. So very, very popular always. And either way you go, they are a loss for us. So take advantage when there's this much gold. I mean, obviously you see the diamond weight, 51 points for $888. Remarkable. 75 points for $1111. Amazing. But again, this is about also, it's not, you hear me talk a lot about the gold. I'm the designer. I originated it. They told me back when, this was years ago, they're like, we need to scale this down. And I purposely said, I really think that we should leave it that way. And I was really particular because it's my name on the inside. And I wanted to be really, I just wanted it to be true to my own personal style and true to what I believe in for quality through and through, on something that's wearable forever and timeless forever. And the curb link in the last few years has become even more popular than ever before. So here's the great way to get it. Take a look at your 2 options here, 1111 for the bigger, 888 for the medium. Yes. He got the zircon? Congratulations, Gary, in Georgia, huh? Wonderful. Has he shopped with us before? Yeah. All right, Gary, we'll have it right out to you. Did he leave it in the white gold too? Yeah. Love it. Love it. Thanks, Gary. Enjoy. All right, so Lori, let us know if you have any more questions about those, or if anybody does, we'll give you a quick look at this smaller version of the signet ring as well. turning into quite the request show, and we love that. So keep those requests coming. If there's anything we can share with you or show you on a Wednesday, you're here. So let's shop together. Let's find exactly what you need and want. But there is, I have gifted, so last year, this was what I gifted to almost everybody, and I'm about to show it to you. And again, medium version, larger version, you decide. Here's what we have in what is called the single letter signet ring. It's a square still, just like my big triple letter is. I always need a little help setting this up, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this best. I'm wondering if I could just use a ring and see if that will work for the moment, just so you don't see as much glare, because I want you to see how mirror finished this gold is. This is something you know. And this is a ring that's basically, again, was designed off of, some of you had wanted a smaller version of our triple 3/4 inch square signet ring. So we created a single letter, which you can get plain. You don't have to get engraved, but if you do, it's going to be a script letter of your choosing, any letter of the alphabet, and it's item number, let's see, 4656. I go on memory on these because these are pieces I know very well. We also have the rose gold to show you, and we have the white gold to show you. And these are all going to be, I'll tell you right now, I gifted, oh, what was the final count? It was dozens of these last year. I gifted them to just about everybody I knew because it was new last year. It was something that was really popular. Signet rings are still everywhere you look. And we have these great options to still personalize it, but it's not the kind of, this one has got 3 different letters. It's a full monogram. That can be a little bit more difficult to choose, or maybe just a little more personal. Now, if you know somebody really well, you're going with the triple monogram. But even if you're somebody who just either wants a smaller scale and size, or if you just, you know, I'll give the story. Last year, I was at the holiday time, I was meeting my brother's girlfriend for the first time. We'd never met before. And I was meeting her, and she was going to be at the house with the family and doing all the celebrations, and I needed to get something really nice, but I didn't know her at all. So, you know, and brothers, they don't tell you anything, you know. You can ask all day. You're not going to get any good information on, like, what is she like? So I gifted her. It was easy enough. I knew her last name and I knew her first name. And they were the same letters, so I thought, easy peasy, I got the letter M. Gifted it to her. Super cool, super high fashion. She loved it. Every time I see her now, she's wearing it. This is that style that is super current, but it's not as personal as, like, let's say, doing a triple letter monogram. That's more personal. I even had, when I got my mom the triple monogram, I had to ask her what she wanted. I know her initials, but I didn't know what she wanted. Did she want my initials with my brother's initials? She ended up doing that. Did she want somebody else's initials like I wear every day on my ring? That's all more personal. This is easy. First name, last name, new married name, baby's name, all of that. You know, this is what I'm going to do again this year for all of my friends that are having their little babies and they've got a new baby and they named it whatever, and I'm going to put their initial, their kid's initial, and you can wear multiples at a time. That's the cool part about it. So wear it with ease. It's a smaller scale, and this is the best part. All that customization, solid gold, and it's not even $1,000 bucks. It's not even half of that. It's not even 500. We're doing this single initial or get it plain. It looks cool if you're going plain. It looks really cool plain. You can just get it with a mirror finished square of gold right up top. It's $4.99. So that makes it also really giftable. So if you want to do something special that looks like you spent a fortune because it is solid gold, you can do that for under $500 today. Let's take a look. And then I'll swap them out. We got to show you the white gold and the rose gold as well, because I've got those here, which I'll also give you some different letter options too, so you can see what those are all about. Like I have, and I promise you this wasn't something that they planned, but I have the letter B here. So we have that for you as well. We have a rose gold to show you. Again, our rose gold is beautiful, so I'll show you the rose gold that I have here as well. This is the rose gold in a letter N, so we'll show you that as well. And I'm just propping them up so you see the mirror finish shine of it and really see that gold and how it's all that mirror. I mean, you're even seeing there's a texture to the wheel that you don't even see on the wheel, but you see it reflected in the gold. So it's really a high polish, and it's $499, and this is custom made. So you're going to make 3 choices. You're going to make your gold color choice, white, yellow, rose. You're going to make your letter choice or plain, and then you're going to get your size. And if you don't know, I didn't know the size of everybody I was gifting last year. I did not know everybody's ring size, but guess what? I did my best, and they wear it, and not a single person needed its size beyond that because they could wear it somewhere on their finger. This is not a ring that you only wear on one finger of the hand. Quite frankly, you can wear it any which way you want. So those are some requests here that are coming out to to play, and I'm not sure who it was, but thank you for the request. We appreciate it. So that is going to be the way you get a kind of, again, I think it's a little less personal than maybe the triple. It's also a little bit more wearable from a size perspective. I'll show you that now. We'll show you a couple of them on the hand here so you can see how they look from a distance away and get a sense of the size, because that original I wear every single day, that's got a 3/4 inch square. It's more sizable. It's still comfortable, but it's definitely larger, as you can see as I kind of, show it there. But you can see this one's quite a bit smaller. It's more of a 1/2 inch square, and I'll show you that angle so you don't have the glare there. But that's going to be how, and this is what I'm talking about, where even you can stack them across the hand. I was mentioning there's a famous supermodel who was on a magazine cover maybe a month ago or so. She was wearing multiple signet rings. It was a focal point of the cover, and it was the shoot, and there was her face, and she's absolutely stunning. And then she was wearing a lot of different squared off signet rings all across her two hands. So this is a cool look to stack as well. So if that helps anybody at $4.99, love the idea for gifting, because again, it is a hot look right now, always will be. There's always that customization, which makes it so personal, and that's going to be our squared off design. So we'll go back to our last hour on the show that we've got. We've got a lot more to show you, but those are just some requests for you. So happy to have those. If you have any questions for me, I'm certainly, as somebody who, designed this piece and really just, again, loves bringing it. I am a very big advocate for this ring for yourself or for gifting. So if you have any questions or need some recommendation on, what letter to choose or whatnot, this is a, good time to ask. So let's carry on. We've got a lot to show you here on the way, and certainly a lot of brand new to get to. So there is our signet ring, and that's, again, the rose gold. There's our letter N. The one in the back is just my own personal ring, so don't just ignore that. It's my own ring that I just thought would make it easy to prop it up, and it did. So coming up next, we're going to be on our way here. We've got a great looking fawn diamond. How about this? Bring out the 8242, the big fawn diamond. We're going to do something wild. My #1 request for months and months has been to bring bigger fawn diamonds, and unfortunately I've said, oh, sorry, we don't have any more. And then one tonight comes out of a vault. Look at it. We add pink diamonds to it. We add white diamonds to it. And check this out. Look at that stone. 8242 is the number. Keep calling on signet rings. I know that takes some time to think about sometimes, but we're here for you for another hour and 5 minutes. So you can make those decisions on that $4.99 single initial signet ring. Or you can go with color, and diamonds galore. And this is the way we start with a 1-carat fawn, VS oval. Adding to it, how about pink diamonds? There are actually 2 on each side. Look at that, 2 here, 2 over here. What a ring this is. That is 8 points in pink diamonds, and then you have another carat, 17, hello, in white diamonds as well. Just a major ring overall. Total diamond weight is 2 1/4. Yeah, you're getting just a carat and a quarter just in the side stones. You add the 1-carat center, that's 2 1/4 total weight. This is a big ring. Everyone got their signet rings? Everyone's good? No questions on that? Okay. Striking out on requests big time, aren't I? Striking out on requests. But hey, they're your requests. Keep getting them in. We'll eventually get them right. But this is where we're going to talk a little bit about, let's go wild here, $59.99 ring. The way people have been asking for fawn diamonds and just looking and begging and wanting fawn diamonds in this natural, remember this is a natural quality stone, meaning this is not going to be a stone that is even treated in any way. All natural color here, fawn diamonds categorized as a pink and champagne combination. Those 2 colors came together naturally from a mine that no longer exists, the Argyle mine in Australia, which has long been known to be the #1 producer, not prolifically only. It's been a prolific mine. It also was the producer of quality. That's the big difference. There are a lot of mines that produce fancy colored diamonds around the world. Why the Argyle mine, when it shut down 2 years ago, and 2 years and a month ago, 2 years, a month, and 4 days to be exact, when that shut down, it sent shockwaves through the industry, especially the diamond world. And granted, we knew about it. We had a little heads up. We knew it was happening. We knew it was imminent. It took about 11 months for it actually to, from just the talk of it to actually it happening. But the thing is this, it has put a serious, and we all knew this, we knew it would, the day that mine shut down, we knew it would actually create a spike in an already very expensive stone. And that's exactly what has happened. Now these stones, these fawns, these pinky champagne tones have only come out of Argyle. The miner himself, this is what I love too, the miner himself, who was actually in the trenches mining the stones, he's the one that actually found them. And as one, it wasn't like there was like a pocket. It was as over the course of years and years and years, as he would find one piece of rough, it was put aside. He could see the color was different, so he would put it aside, put it aside. That was years of ongoing saving and collecting, had all the stones cut, and then guess what? After a couple of years, he decided, who am I going to share these with? That's essentially what he wanted to do. This wasn't about profit. This was about relationships, which so often in the jewelry world and so many other worlds as well, isn't that what it comes down to? Getting, knowing somebody who's in the biz, having a relationship with somebody who's in the know, who wants to give you a great value. Well, this is exactly a friend of the network here. He was the miner. He had them saved. He wanted to share them with the world. He thought, sounds pretty greedy to just hold them all and keep them all to myself and my own family. So he chose TVON to share them with, and we gladly accepted and have gladly brought them to you. And it's been one of our really, really popular stones we've had for the last several years. And this is it. One of our last few 1 carats. This is it. And yet a $59.99, just not doing it. Let's get it on the auction block. We have moments till the top of the hour. Take a look. Auctions have been very unsuccessful tonight from my standpoint. So why not do another one and see what happens? Because instead of we just need to make it tempting enough where if the value is there, and if there's a value that's a little too good, it's going to get everybody excited. And I think we're already excited that there is another 1 carat fawn diamond even to show you, because they have not been here in a while. And we're going to do just that. Pink diamonds too. Can't ignore those. A bigger and a smaller round brilliant on each side. Carat 17, even the diamonds, the white diamonds, keep on going more than halfway down the sides of the shank. And it's brilliant VS quality. Still a VS stone. Still brilliant as ever. You've got that oval brilliant cutting, and we're not even going to do. Oh gosh, $5,000 to start, my lowest. Let's try something different. 5, 4, not even going to be. Not even going to be $3,500. I just need to make the phones ring. And here we are. 1 hour left on our Wednesday. $3,000 to get it going on 225 in diamonds. Let me show it to you on. It looks like a small size now, but let's see. Okay, we'll force it on. Look how beautiful this is. We've been talking about big tanzanites. We've been talking about fancy colored diamonds. I have a 41-point pink diamond halfway there to this fawn, and yet that's 20 grand. Do you want a 41-pointer or do you want a 1 carat? Do you want just pink or do you want pink and champagne? This is the way to go. Not even 3,000. I have no open. No surprise. This has been a struggle tonight with these auctions. So that just means more savings, more value, more of that, what we love, shopping with a huge value for you. That's what this is all about. This is not even $3,000 to start. I don't know. We got to do something dramatic here, but this is not the kind of ring when there's all that extra diamond weight included that you should be getting for $3,000, let alone where I'm prepared to go. And I should probably just wait a minute because we got some callers dialing in. Maybe we are going to get this started at 3. We certainly should. For that kind of value, for that kind of stone. I hate to do it again, but it's what's been necessary tonight. Sometimes it's necessary. We're going to start lower than $3,000. I got to get it at home. It's too good to sit here. And with the number of requests we get for the stone day by day by day, and it's not just the stone, y'all want 1 carats. Although yellow diamond 1 carats are more, pink diamond 1 carats are way more. Even if we have a regular champagne, way more. So $3,000, we won't stop there. I'm going to make it even better. We're going to I can't even do 29. 29 just seems like a weird number to me. I'm going to go even lower, and significantly so. Let's get a lot of people in. Maybe that's the key here. Take a big old diamond, add a lot of extra diamonds, lower the price even further, and not ask for 29 or 28 or 27 or 26. We're going to need a lot of people in. And that has not been happening thus far tonight. So what my advice would be is start dialing that number right now and be ready to go. Because when I'm going to start at 25 instead. We're going to go $2,500 to open. And true to form, $25 increments. We'll start it again. And we'll see what we can get going. Because now it's already the last hour. So here we are. And the whole second hour has been pretty much requests. So now it's time Stay with us because I know if you've been looking for the new, here it all is. It's happening now in the last hour. So don't go anywhere because we need you to stay and see what's coming up in this last hour. But this is the time to pick it up right now. If you want a fun diamond, I don't have anything else in a 1 carat size. This is it. And to really show off the pinks in the stone, we added pink diamonds. That's an extra added value. And you're certainly not paying for that added value because it's at $2,500 to start. So let's take a look at it. We'll give it 60 seconds to get it going. And then we'll see where we end up. But what a night to be getting some premier jewelry pieces for the teeny tiniest little prices I've seen in a long, long time. So many people think, oh, I got to wait for a sale to shop. Nope, nope. Look at the desperation level it's been reached right here, right now. That is not a $2,500 to start ring, but that's where we're starting. Maybe in 40 seconds if we get the open. If we don't, we don't. But if we do, somebody's going to be walking away with a really special opportunity. Still have an orange diamond if you want to see it too. We've got an orange diamond at 19 points. But I've got an orange diamond at 19 points. It's more money. You can get a 1 carat with pink and white for less money than a 19-point orange. Yes. Okie dokie. Trapeche. Have you ever seen one? Trapeche. 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 I kind of debate trapeche, but it's not trapeche. Capiche? It's not trapeche. It's trapeche or trapeche. Trapeche. We'll show it next. We'll show it next. And it's got yellow diamonds too. Mm-hmm. Sorry, we meant to get a lot more into that second hour, but it was pretty much request. So yeah, we're delayed on a few things, like I just said. We're a little backed up on showing all the brand new, but I'll get to it all. So that's what I'm saying. Stay with us tonight for another 56 minutes so we can, show you everything that we've been wanting to show here tonight. So rare. It's the best one I've seen too. Best one I've seen. Okay, no open on this one? Oh no, we do have it? Oh goodness, we've got the open. Another one and done, shall we? All right. So we've got the open at 25. I know we want to get rolling here because I'm just behind anyway. So here's what we'll do. We'll give it a final 2 minutes. We'll sell it. I mean, this just could be what I'm in for tonight. Just a parade of one bidder, one and done auctions. So if that's the case, hey, listen, more value for you. If you're not in and you're going, uh-oh, someone's getting in, it's not me, you can call and change that. We'll give it 2 minutes, and then it's a $25 increment. So it's really just, again, this is 1 carat diamond giveaway time. That's all this is. We gave away tanzanite. We gave away the seahorse earlier. Now we are poised to give away a 1 carat diamond, and that's not all you're getting. There's a carat and a quarter of pink and whites beyond that. $225 in diamonds for $2,500. That just is not the normal go here. So let's give it 2 minutes. We've got Kevin as our leading and only bidder so far. $25 increments. Let's go. Take a look at it. Last call. Do not wait. I mean, big fun diamond lovers, where are you? They're probably going, well, they're going to watch the show one day in a recording and go, oh, the one night I don't watch and I missed the 1 carat? I mean, that's why you can't risk missing a show, because you never know what's going to pop up, right? So we have our final call. I'm going to try it one more time. Then the trapeche is coming up. Trapeche. I love it. It's a beautiful, rare. You got to just see it. I bet a lot of people are going, I've never heard of this, so I've got to stick around and see what that's all about. Yes, you want to. It's amazing. So that's going to be coming up. It's so rare. I've only seen a handful in my career. 21 years, and I've only had a couple, I would say maybe between loose and jewelry, had a couple handfuls ever, and they're never looking like the one that we have coming up. So Antonio's on the line waiting for that. We've got a last 1 minute 10 now on this fawn diamond, pink diamonds and white diamonds with it, $2,500 so far. And it's looking really interesting right now. So our final call is now. 55 seconds left. Happy Wednesday. Last hour is here. And keep requests coming if you have them. We'd love to help you. Okay. Kevin, who do you have there? It's looking real good. Linda from where? She's in North Carolina too? Oh my goodness, that's 2 auctions in a row with a North Carolina winner perhaps. They shopping in North Carolina tonight. Welcome. 25 seconds, $25 increments, $2,500 $25,500, the open, and what easily could be $25,000 in a great value anywhere else. But this is a little different. So Linda, it's looking good. I don't even know why I gave it 2 minutes at this point. These auctions tonight, they've been one and dones. But there we go. 25 going once, going twice. Anybody else? That's it. That's done. Let's go to the Trapeche Emerald. Here it is. Item number is, congratulations, Linda. Thank you. 9207. Oh, Tony, what do you think? I know, Tony, you've seen a few. I've seen a few. They never look like this. This is really wild. Antonio, I appreciate your caller saying, show me the Trapeche, because have you ever seen one? Isn't that the coolest stone? It is an emerald still, but really distinctive and defined. And by the way, carat weight, 18 karat gold on this one all the way through. That is a lot of 18 karat gold. Look at the inside. I love seeing that pattern. It's that radial pattern that makes it so distinctive. That you see even through the undergallery. And yes, those are yellow diamonds paved throughout. That's going to be a yellow diamond weight of, well, let's talk Trapeche, because I actually have an emerald carat weight on the emerald, and that's a 153 plus 26 points in the yellow diamonds. It is all about this stone. And those diamonds are set pave really into the gold. Hold on, there's a smudge, a wudge. So let me see if I can get that all polished up. We cannot have that. Not that anybody probably saw it, because we're all just totally staring at this Trapeche emerald. It is a rare variety of emerald. It's really known for, yeah, and this is not an asterism, just to be clear, yes. You got it. And it's a fixed, it's a 6-pointed radial pattern that's not going to move like an asterism moves. This is not going to move. It's affixed throughout the center of the stone and all the way through. Look at this on the hand. It could be gents or ladies, I believe. And this is a little dark look at it here, but I want you to see, you'll see that pattern very distinctively. It's got six spokes. Those impurities, that's what's creating the darkness. But how in the world, that's what's so cool, are they doing that where you have this really unique 6-rayed star that is almost so evenly and so completely spaced to perfection through impurities in the stone. We know emeralds have impurities anyways, but this is where they're all kind of condensed into this radial pattern here. And look at this, it's got to be a cabochon cut. We have set it in the bezel so that it's really protected by this border of gold. But it's really unique because usually they're not going to have that kind of green color to them. They're usually a little lighter. They're usually a little bit more certainly opaque. Usually that radial pattern you see is not as strong like you see it here. So it's really unique. If anybody would like it, it's a total collectible. And generally it's shale, by the way. That's the impurity that's making that pattern, because that's really, really unique. And this is typically out of Muzo. I know this one's out of Muzo. So that's typically where we see our emeralds come from anyways, but there are different sources, usually either Muzo, Cosquez, or Peñas. And that's all Colombian material. And sometimes you'll see some of these stones, sometimes trapeches will happen. But again, not an asterism. That's very important. Remember, that's a totally different phenomena. It's a totally different process than the way that's formed. So that's really what you've got to understand about this. And not something that's been identified for that long either. Just so you know, it's not something where you've seen them for that long. Only identified in 1879, which in the gem world is relatively new. So super, super rare. We're excited to have this one out of Brazil. And you know what we're going to do is really make it a very special opportunity for any collectors out there. It is a collectible piece. We've got a $14,999 price tag. That is not your price tonight. We're going to make it a lot more interesting. And I love that we made it in a unisex style. It can be men's or ladies. So no matter, where our collectors lie here, this is a ring that we really were conscious about the design here to make it very, very wearable. And we'll blow it out. If anybody would like it, it's just a huge value on a stone that you don't find in gem quality very often. Stones I've had in the past, they're usually very light. They're like a lighter green. They almost look like, even the green itself is usually opaque. So they almost look more like a jade. It almost looks like you get that radial pattern in more of a jade type of color. That's not the case here. This is really bright, very glowy. That's the difference here. It's almost like you're calling out clarity in an emerald, because Trapeche is not usually known for that, but this stone is giving you where the actual radial pattern is, it's got that clarity and glow to it, and it's a very stark, bright, true emerald green, which they usually are not. So hard to, again, I don't have others I can show you here, so you got to kind of, either think back to what you've seen or maybe even look at photos online, because again, I don't have any comparisons to show you. This is all we have, but it's an incredible value. We'll get it under $10,000. As a matter of fact, we'll just blow it out. If you like it, with a lot of gold and yellow diamonds, it's truly one of those rarities that usually you can't even put a price tag on. It feels silly to even talk in terms of price tag when we all know how rare this is. But it's here. It's available. It's not $10,000. Take a look at it. We're going to blow it out and make it really affordable for one caller here who likes it. We'll make it only, you know what, make it $5,999 only. First caller on that one. $59.99 for the rarest. I mean, that's the rarest stone I have. I have yellow diamonds, pink diamonds, orange diamonds. There's nothing that compares in rarity to that stone right there at $59.99. So huge value, one only. And that's men's or ladies. So just had to bring that out. Got some incredible, I've got another yellow diamond. We do have a couple of big ones, like a 2.5, but I even have a 1 carat 12 that's beautiful. We have some fire opal earrings here. Any last minute requests for our last hour, get those in. Let me show you what's next here. This is just a little something, food for thought here on the yellow diamond world. We've had the fabulous fawns. This is a yellow diamond that's going to get you much larger than what we typically see, because that is a carat 12. So I wanted to bring this out really, really quickly and just do a quick blowout. Obviously, a night when we've got a little limitation here, and I tell you right now, this is not going to be one of those values that you've ever expected before. It's item number 7046. That'll be a 112 oval brilliant, triple halo going white, yellow, white around it, and that's going to give you 70 points of yellow, 79 points in white, a carat 49 total weight inside stones alone. This almost, you know, puts the fawn diamond to shame here, doesn't it, as far as total carat weight, because you're also getting that carat 12. So an impressive way to do a center stone alone, because you're getting so much more to that center stone than you even bargained for. We usually see 1 carats. I'll tell you something though, this 112 looks larger. Here's the case in point and the proof here on the hand. That's when you really start to see it. And yes, part of it is there's a larger, with the triple halo around it, there's a larger overall size to it. There's no doubt. But what we're going to do is take this $99.99 ring. We're going to do a quick blowout here. Obviously, auctions are not, you know, having much traction, so I'll do that for you. Let me eliminate any competition. Let me just make this one deal. And if you're shopping, I mean, really, this is where I think for new shoppers, for even established veteran viewers we have, don't you guys agree? And I really want your feedback on this. I think, just as the host of the show, I really do believe our best value, our most eye-opening, mind-blowing values are our yellow diamonds. Because when you actually look at what yellow diamonds go for elsewhere that are natural, that are fancy yellow diamonds that are natural, that are VS, there are miles and miles and miles apart from our value. And I really think that for a while, you know, even here when TVON was first established, there was years that went by with no fancy diamonds, none at all. And it wasn't till later when we could actually get some, you know, we worked really, really hard to bring you values on yellow diamonds so that we could introduce you to that very exotic world of diamonds. But the rest of the world around us, while we continue to do our thing here in our little niche, the rest of the world has been seeing, as we just talked about with the closure of the Aragon mine, big skyrocketing prices in fancy diamonds all across the color map. So to be able today to bring you one of the most sought after and desired colors of diamond and bring it down like we do, it just bears that moment of just like a step back moment. Step back and realize what we're doing on pieces like this that make it so completely ridiculous, where it's like giving away fancy diamonds, which is not the world we live in today. And that's what makes it so impressive. I cannot, as I spend more and more time out there, you know, in all these extra projects I have and things going on, and, you know, it's a very busy time of year for us in the jewelry business. And, you know, when you're on national TV and you've been doing it 20 years, you're well known in the jewelry business as being kind of the face of fine jewelry. And I got to say, I'm out there in retail more often now than ever before. And I cannot believe it. What I'm seeing designers do and what the prices they're getting. And they're not just sitting there in a store window, they're selling those, because there's this huge contingent of collectors that want to have fancy diamonds. And it costs dearly to own them. But this is your special avenue in to crazy, crazy rare, where you can spend this on sterling silver all day long. You can buy something for the price I'm about to give you and pay for sterling silver with nothing in it, and you'd be paying more money. I just think this is truly where we shine. I think it's our most exemplary value, and I would like you to see one of our best of what we've done. Take a look. This is it, because it's not $99.99, and it's going to be better than that. We're not even taking it to $5,000, which is 50% off, and that's not where we're going. It's not $5,000. It's not $4,000. It is not $3,000. So where does $3,000 take you in today's jewelry world? Not very far. And yet, I'm going to take this little TV audience we've got tonight, and we're going to take you on a trip to just the best value you could ever imagine. You're not paying $29.99. This is a value. This is a lot of diamond weight. $149 in the sides, $112 in the middle. So think about what you're getting here, because this is astounding already at $29.99 when you're getting $261 in diamonds, but it's better because you're not even paying the $29 or the $28.99 or even $28.88. This is what we live for. And this is where, again, if you want to keep us your little, jewelry shopping secret, great. If you want to tell a friend that you adore because they would love to have high-end jewelry and not spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, this is the way in. This is absolutely the way to do it, because this is pocket change in the world of jewelry. It doesn't get you very much, but here, look at what we're providing. A major stone, as it is in the two-tone gold. I'll tell you what, $261 in diamonds, we're not even leaving at $28.88 or $27.99. This is what we live to do. If that doesn't wow you, nothing will. I really believe that. I mean, this is just that kind of level of value we do not see, and I won't even leave it at $27.99. This is a moment. Take advantage of it. It reminds me of that really, really, really big ring we do that's $79.99 that, everyone loves. This is a very similar version, and it's not even $27.99. We'll make it $2,777. One caller only. Good luck. It is just, you don't have to figure out anything else except what size do you need. That's all you need to do. And where do you want us to send it? Where can we send it? To your door. You're not running around to different stores. You're not trying to figure out who's got the natural versus the treated and the heated and the irradiated. You just know that when you tune in, you're only going to see the best. It's all we're bringing. You've got this incredible triple halo mounting. And that's $27.77 for that whole ring in solid 14 karat two-tone gold. And we're doing the rest. Sizing it, shipping it, all that's free, and you've got it for $27.77. All right, fire opal time. We're bringing out some earrings, and I know we had fire opal requests earlier, but we brought you rings. It's time for the earrings to arrive, so we're going to bring those out. And wow, this is good. We get to see fire opals in rose gold, which we hardly ever get to see, but this is the one to own. Triple halo, $261 is your diamond weight. $10,000 TVON ring. Now $27.77. All right, so let me know if you'd like that one. And then here come the fire opal earrings. Had to show these to you, and they're in rose gold, which is a really pretty combination. We don't see that all the time, but looks good. Or you can choose the white or the yellow. But that's going to be item number 9073, and those will be your pear-shaped fire opals at the base of the earring, carat 56 there. And then you also have 12 points in the VS diamonds in that diamond setting, extending from the lever back to the pear shape itself in the rose, the white, the yellow. We've only got 2 pairs, so hey, it's 2 pairs. That's one more than we usually get, so this is good news. 2 callers only. I'm going to try something here. I don't know if we've got anybody hanging with us for the last 40 minutes, but I sure hope so. And we're going to show you why it's important to stay with us, because you just never know what's going to happen. This is an earring that's $12.99 right here on my bag. $12.99 should be priced. I'm supposed to stand up here and just boast about it. I'm going to make it lower, just to get them out the door. 2 pairs. That's again exciting. Had a lot of fire opal rings earlier, by the way, so if you want to inquire about those any, I think they're all still here. We had a round, we had an oval, we had a big oval, so all of those are still hanging out, but this is the earring, and wait till you see these on, and they are true red. We don't even have a hint of yellow or a hint of orange. This is top, tippity-top quality, and you're not having to pay $9.99 either. And you're not paying $8.99, $7.99, $6.99, $5.99. I just want to see if anybody's there. I'll make them $499, 2 pairs only. Choose your gold, no sizing needed, and a lever back style. Take a look at this. $4.99. Here's what they look like from a distance, and we'll show you the length, because this is one of our longer earrings, but not a huge, heavyweight, tough to wear kind of earring. It just drops in a little over an inch or inch and a quarter is the drop. And then this is what's making it so easy, is the lever back there. Makes it really simple and easy. 1 pair's already gone. So we have 1 pair gone, 1 pair left. It's going. So we're going to go for the big old sellout here on a major $4.99 earring that should be $12.99. We're saving you $800, and that is very fair. on a fire opal that is, again, top quality. If you need to see any of the rings we had earlier, let me know. We'll show those again if you need to see them. I would say this probably color-wise matches. So who got the first pair, Antonio? And this is the look on, just to show you what they look like from a distance away. Yvette. Hi, Yvette. Thank you. Let me know if you need to see any of the rings that we had earlier again, but look at that. Or maybe you've already got a fire opal. If you have a stone from us that has more of the reds, this is going to be a great match to it. So just so you can see the detail, the drop, the movement they give you, all of that provides. But that's in the rose gold. You don't have to leave them that way. So just keep that in mind. $4.99, back to the wheel we'll go. And then we're going to be moving along here. Just one pair left. One pair's already gone. So this is our last call on this opal earring, fire opal though. That really beautiful, bright, almost ruby-like red. And there's something about that diamond shape. I don't know, it always makes me think of poker. I feel like it's a diamond on a playing card that you have there in the diamonds. And then, yeah, your fire opal, red, red, red. Love that. So $499. I'm still left with one pair. So that's good news. If you still want to get one, you certainly can. But once that second pair is gone, they are all spoken for and done. So a huge value there. We don't see a lot of fire opals in the earrings. They are a tougher stone to match up because there are a lot of different degrees of variance in the color. So they can be really orange, they can be really yellow. I mean, again, this red is the ultimate saturation level to ever get. Usually you pay dearly for that. That's not the case at $4.99. So we keep moving. We have a really special look. There's a turquoise here too. Oh, we have done some turquoise lately that has some big diamond weights. Look at this turquoise. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautiful it is with the reds too. Unexpected, but it works, right? There's something about turquoise, always works. But this time around, we gave it a lot of diamond weight. Check this out. 9161 is the item number here. And thank you again, Yvette. All set on fire opals now, huh? She kept them in the rose too. Oh, I love that. Pretty. I mean, I liked it too. When I saw that, I thought that's a good combo. So great way to go on the fire opal earrings. Let us know if you'd like the last pair. Here's the new turquoise out of the Sleeping Beauty mine. It's 9161 on this one, and looking forward to sharing a 336 Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's got the double halo in the diamonds. That's a carat 11 in the diamonds. First row is a little more pave. The outer row is bigger stones, all prong set. That is a martini setting, so they're really going to show off. It shows you, just that's a little detail, but you'll see it when it's on the hand. You really see that pattern. It is a carat 11. So I know we don't usually see big diamond weights with turquoise, but that's what we need to see with this one, because there is a strength to this turquoise. This is not turquoise like, no offense to the sterling silver and the Southwestern jewelry out there and, you know, that kind of jewelry. I mean, that's beautiful. I love that jewelry, but this is where we're seeing it a little elevated here, and that's because this stone individually deserves it. You have such a large stone. It's, of course, the round. It's that true robin's egg color, but this is fine turquoise. People just think turquoise is all going to be affordable, and it's all going to have matrix, and it's all going to have greens, and it's all going to be, well, there's a lot of sources for turquoise. It comes from just about every continent in the world. But this is one specific mine in one specific locale that is really the only one that has produced this level. I mean, there's some Persian turquoise out there that can be good, but it's not as consistent either as the Sleeping Beauty mine. And this is where you're getting a mine it's closed. So what do? I mean, nobody's selling it. It's like Paraíba. Everybody's got this. They're prohibiting the sale of this stone if they have it. I've seen it gem trade show after gem trade show. I talk to everybody in the business like weekly. And everybody is fighting for the same material, and nobody's releasing it. Nobody's selling it. It's put a huge, to talk about supply and demand, this has put a huge crunch on turquoise. I'm going to go ahead and try this. We're going to get it out the door. We're going to see it out. I mean, you know, $34.99 is a lot to spend on a turquoise in the turquoise world, until you realize that if you find Sleeping Beauty elsewhere, they're getting like $5,000 a carat. Really, truly, scout it out. Big money for turquoise from this variety. We're so proud to bring this to you. Let's put on the auction block. I'm doing late night auctions now. So if the primetime auctions were not getting a lot of traction, imagine what could happen here. I'm taking that into full account. We're not starting at $3,000 or $2,500. I'm letting you price your own pieces here. Just know it's supposed to be $34.99. That would be a buy it now if you want to just eliminate the competition, but we're going to start lower than 25, lower than 2. We're going to go lower than that. I mean, a carat 11 in diamonds. This is what even here we don't see a lot of. We'll see turquoise, we'll see Sleeping Beauty, but we don't always see this huge complement of diamonds to go with it. And a lot of us value this stone and want to have that perfect way that it's set. Well, $2,000, pretty good way to shop it. Let's not even do $2,000. 19, 18, 17, 16. Let's make it $1,500 to start and only $2,000. No, we're going to do $25 increments. Let's do it. Just go ahead. We'll see what we can do. We're still looking for an auction with a lot of bidding. That should do it at $1,500 because we're starting so low. So here we are, $1,500. We'll give it 60 seconds to get it going. And look at how beautiful this is on the hand with that double row, major diamond weight. Again, we've been through a lot of turquoise here. And we only bring you the Sleeping Beauty. But how often do you see a carat 11 in diamonds with it? That doesn't happen at all. Here it is right now, 15. Hey, Kevin, did you ever find out about that yellow sapphire? No, you didn't ask? Oh, okay, I'll go ask then. Okay, could you take it back and go ask for me since I'm up here doing a live show? Maybe we'll just find out and then I'll let everyone know, just so we'll just dawn on me that I never actually got an answer on that. So do you want to, here, just take the ring and then we'll find out. Then they can go look at the source. Okay, so 15 no open, 20 seconds left. All right, we're moving on. Thank you. I just was wanting to get back, just in case somebody's waiting for me to announce that. We'll get back to that. Anybody want $800 chains? I got $800 chains if you want them. They're you know, nice thick pendant chains. Also, quick wheel. Let's do a wheel. Let's just do a wheel. And this wheel is about to get a lot better than it was supposed to be. So this one's going to be a good one. We'll start with some tanzanite. And then, whoa, we've got dancing rings here. Here's the tanzanite, very anxious to go up on that wheel. Also have a couple others for you. We've got a heart shape, well, heart-shaped mandarin garnet. Don't see that every day. Then we have a couple more to add. There are going to be some classics here for you. Unheated. Okay, so you don't happen to remember who that was asking about that, do you? Okay. Just a quick announcement, just in case. It just dawned on me that we didn't get an answer until now. This yellow sapphire, unfortunately, I don't know who was calling about it earlier, but this yellow sapphire we presented earlier in the show is a 1 carat 62 for $14.99, and it is unheated. So I never like to just presume that, because if it's not on my bag, I typically think it's not, but I did want to check, and we did, and it is unheated. So if you're still with me and you were waiting for an answer on that, I just got it. That's the 162 unheated, so $14.99. So like I always say, people now, we've spoiled you with unheated stones. Everybody tends to want unheated now. They are rare and should be more. So again, if that was what you liked, you can call us back on that yellow sapphire, and that's available for you. So completing this wheel, I've got 4 pieces, including the emerald we're seeing there. That's a nice emerald. And then our beautiful blue wing, bridge mounting, then the mandarin garnet heart shape, and look what's over here to your right. That is a hot pink stunner of a tourmaline. Stunning, new tonight. So on its debut day, it's going straight to a discount wheel to be part of our Fantastic Four, and they're all one of a kind. Now, as far as gold, I can change anything, but the emerald's got to stay and the mandarin's got to stay. So here's your yellow gold mandarin, here's your yellow gold emerald. The other two, the tourmaline or the tanzanite, can be changed. So no issue there if you like a different gold color as your preference. But let me tell you something, we got to go wild here on this wheel because we have 30 minutes left in the show. We got to move some jewelry. It gets down to that time of night where, you know, those of you that stick around for the very, very, very finale, you know, you see some crazy things happen. You see TVON values and then they just start tumbling. This is tumbling TVON right here. So this is where the values, all these pieces on this wheel, including our brand new tourmaline, which is really exotic. Let me reach off some prices here. $49.99, $49.99, $49.99, $49.99. Well, the good news is they're all kind of in the same vein, so no surprise they're coming down to one low price. But here's the problem. That's not going to sell anything tonight. So let's pick up the pieces here. Let's get you a savings. I have given away everything tonight, including some of our famous signature styles, all of the auctions. So what's 4 more pieces on a wheel? When they're on a wheel, that means they're supposed to be discounted. But $49.99 price tags are where they're supposed to be. And that's just good for you to know, because a true shopper wants to know how much they're saving. And do you ever have some savings coming your way? Anything you want, take a look. These are the great carat weights too. I'll walk you through those really quickly so you get familiar. That is a 214 emerald out of Colombia, and it has 50 points in diamonds. The mandarin, heart shape, $398 in its size. Really sets up what's happening around it, doesn't it? Here's our pink tourmaline. That's going to be a $689 pink tourmaline, and then the 2 carat 40 tanzanite, all with diamond weights. We can get into that as well, but we need some callers and we need some giveaways, and you have come to the right place tonight to get all of that, because you're not spending $49, $39, $29, $99. You're not even spending, oh boy, when we got $5,000 pieces and they're already under $3,000, big savings. Let's go under $2,000 and then keep on going. And that 214 emerald, do not bank on that being here very long, because there is not another 2-carat emerald in our inventory that is under $2,000. It just doesn't happen. It does not. So this emerald's going to fly, say bye-bye. This one, brand new, that is bordering on rubellite. It's very clean. It's very bright. I'm bordering between pink tourmaline and rubellite there. It's not a lot. It's more hot pinky than it is red. So right there at bordering on rubellite, but a really good size stone at nearly 7 carats. The tanzanites at $240, loaded with diamonds. Anything you want on this wheel, they're not even $1,999 a piece. It is time to move them. This is a value. I can't believe we're looking at nearly a 4-carat mandarin. I mean, it shows you how big everything is on that wheel, all the bigger pieces that you have. This is really what it's about, guys. This is what it is about. And you're not even paying $19.99, and all you have to do is call, because this is already this. I wish we had like was prices on those banners, because sometimes you're just going, well, I don't know, seems normal when you see a wheel, they're always marked down, but when you realize $5,000 is the best we can do, and then look what's happening at the end of the night. Instead of $19.99 and instead of $18.99, and somebody's got to get that pink tourmaline, because that could be the prettiest pink tourmaline we have seen in a long, long time. And when you're getting so close to a rubellite red, well, that makes it important. That you're not, you know how you struggle with rubellites, because rubellites are usually that deeper color because they're included, and all tourmalines are included, and they're known as type 3 stones. And hey, either side of that wheel, type 3 stones. The emerald's a type 3 stone, the rubellite's a type 3 stone. So when you're getting such clarity out of those two, and the emerald's a 2-carat plus, again, you don't see anything. There's nothing. There is no emerald that's 2 carats plus. None that are priced like this. So again, wanting to avoid a $5,000 or greater price tag on an emerald, you don't want to give up size. That's usually what we do. The jewelry business, kind of when you're jewelry shopping, it's a series of compromises typically. We don't compromise one bit. You don't have to compromise one iota. And you're getting a price that's better than even $18.99. 214 emerald, the tourmaline. The tourmaline. That should just be called the tourmaline. The clarity you're getting from that stone, second to none. Take a look. Let's blow them out. Let's do better than $18.99. Get them going. $1,888 while they last. 60 seconds, and then we are on our way. We got a lot to show you here at the end of the show. And again, so many big requests come in. I mean, if you have any questions on the Lynx collection, the fabulous signet ring, all that has been here and very, very well priced. So with holidays coming up and around the corner, this is your time to get them, so that especially with all these customized pieces that we have time and all the ample time to get it to you and, you know, make all those customizations just right for you so that you're ready to go. So yes, let's try on the tourmaline, because this is really, really good. Maybe we just need to even, if we need to come in close on that, I'm happy to do it, because that is a stone. You just don't see that in tourmaline. And let's just take a look at the size, because the size from a distance is really going to tell you the story here on what you're getting, because, you know, 689, maybe we just, even since it is brand new and nobody's seen it yet, Tony, we'll just bring up 9064 so they can see it here and show you that the side to side, there are your diamonds, they're bigger diamonds. That's all bigger pave set in a trillion formation. Look how clean that is for a 689 pink, almost rubellite, not quite, but right there. Hot pinky tone, and then 39 points in diamonds. In the yellow now, this is one of them you can change. So this is one you got a little variety. Notice you don't see the gold from where it's at. That's because your stone is so big. And then your diamond weight is there as well. Tony's like, I don't know, what should I call it? Pink tourmaline, rubellite? I mean, it's right on the edge. I mean, because rubellite's generally that more included cranberry red. Usually you get that deeper saturation because it's got more inclusion. Some people don't like that. I'm a perfectionist. I don't like that either. I really want to I'd rather wait longer and seek out a really, really clean stone that's still going to give that color. And that's what you have there. So that's 1888, and that's the new one. Then we have somebody asking about the mandarin. This is the mandarin heart-shaped. Really rare to see a heart-shaped mandarin. That's for sure. It's not a stone that likes to be cut in unusual, exotic ways. Sometimes you end up with nothing when you try it. So when you get this stone, which is that 3 carat 98, just shy of 4 carats, that one may be gone. This one stays in the rose gold, or rather the yellow gold. But look at that pave. Similar kind of design on the sides with the pave, but tapers right on down so that it's really comfortable. And how sweet it is to have a heart shape, right? We love that. And then we've got, let's take a look at the emerald, because this is where you don't see anything else like that. There is not a 2 carat here for under $1,900 in our inventory, so $214 no less in an emerald. We'll show it to you on here, and then we've got 6838 if you'd like this emerald. That should be long gone. That is the stone, and this is what I always say. Up close, you're going to see things with emeralds. This is like tourmaline, 2 type 3 stones here side by side. You're going to see things up close. I always ask you to just look at it from a distance, at least see it on the hand, look at it from a distance away to really, truly appreciate what you're going to see when it's on, what everybody else is going to see. Because our cameras are so good, we can come in and we can show you every detail, and that's purposeful. We want you to see everything there is to see about your stone. But what you need to know is that when you're actually wearing it, when everyone else is seeing it, when you're seeing it, what you see is that remarkable glow that that has. And then the tanzanite, of course, is our 240. So that's a 240 blue wing. You can see that right there. And what's really a struggle, usually we talk about this a lot, the blue wings in the smaller sizes don't usually deliver that much of that impact. They don't usually have as much of that saturation. This stone does, so that you don't have to invest into a 15 carat or a 10 carat to get that saturation level that you have here, which in this case is a 240. Still a blue wing. We've put in the bridge here. The bridge gives you another carat, almost a carat. It's 94 points in diamonds. And that's 1888. So let me know, because I know we've got a lot of people on the phone lines here and asking about pieces, so we just need to find out who's got what. But that's it, guys. That's our last call at 1888. So those are your choices. There's an even better look at that tanzanite, so you can really see it straight on and really get that look. So last call, 60 seconds. Then we're going to pop in that yellow sapphire for another look. We got the big yellow diamond, if anybody's interested. This is the 2.5 carat I've been mentioning. That's a big one. 2.5, that's going to put it at that really large size for right now, because we don't have anything 3 carats or greater. So that's here as well, and all your heart desires on that wheel, especially the mandarin. So good to see that one there in a heart shape, in a rarity that would be great for gifting too. So as we have 20 minutes left, we're ready to show you a couple other things here, but we've got a last call on this wheel, and we're very busy obviously looking at who's got what. So the tourmaline is where it's at. I say take the tourmaline, that's the new one. Don't see many that are in that precise color. Still have our yellow diamond. We'll recap links if you need to see them. Have the turquoise if you want to see that also. Remember that fire opal from earlier. So we have the earrings. If you need the fire opal ring, we can bring that back for the $9.99 deal as well. But this is, we got the orange diamond and the yellow sapphire. Got to show those before we go. There is a bigger mandarin. Just FYI, I had this over the weekend. It's that 8 carat 36 if you missed it. So if the only issue is that you want bigger mandarin, we've got it right there in that famous bridge. That's my favorite bridge. That's a good one. So those are here as well. But let's do that recap on that yellow sapphire, since we've got the knowledge of how rare that is now. And then we'll go right to our orange diamond as one of our finales. And sounds like that rubelite's verifying. Hopefully you'll get it. And then take a look at this. Had to show this again for anybody who was thinking about it earlier. We had a lot of people asking about this one. This is the typical color of yellow sapphire. Let me show you again in case you missed it. This is the carat 62 that is new in the white gold only mounting with the tapered baguettes and the rounds, but this is what you normally get in a sapphire. I'm not going to sell that to you. I'm not. I won't. I promise I won't. I have to show it to you. It's here if you were, thinking about it, but I'm not going to sell it. That stone in the backdrop is a big stone. It's a 4 carat 38. But it has a window. So if you've ever wondered, like, what's a window in a stone, that's a window. I'm not going to choose to sell it. I will suggest that maybe we put something else in that mounting. But it is also, that's a little why I won't sell it. But it is also a really, really good illustration of what yellow sapphires typically look like in their color. Now, when we actually look at the more saturated pear shape, that's still a carat 62, and now we've been able to verify and confirm that it is actually an unheated stone, which you see very few of in the world of sapphires overall. We've spoiled you here, and I said this earlier, we like that. We want to create a spoiled shopping bunch. If we can spoil you, then I think we're doing our jobs, right? There are very few people now that we've gotten so accustomed to seeing the one and onlys of the unheated. That's all we want now. It's like we've really shown you that, hey, we can take that extra rarity and make it affordable at the same time, so why not? I think that's what everyone's perspective is okay, well, if I can go shop at TVON and I can get an unheated stone and pay less than I would for a heated stone elsewhere, I think I'll shop there. But at this point, that was the question posed earlier. Is that stone unheated? Well, yes, it is unheated material, and yet it is that vibrant. So think about this. You've got a little bit more rarity from Mother Nature. Mother Nature went all out here, giving you more rarity from a stone that had no help, no enhancement. Sapphires and heat treatment are like almost always. So the fact that it's clean, that it's bright, that it's saturated, it's all those things, and that I'm giving you a crazy price on top of it. That's what doesn't make sense. Take a look at it. We got one only, and I want to show it again because we now know. So I'm going to get this out of the way. You don't need to see that anymore. We just want to look at this. That's top quality. That's top color. 52 points in diamonds. Look at it. Like, think about yellow diamonds. Lesser color should be less money. More color, naturally, more money. Same thing is happening here. Same thing applies. This ring is $1,499. We had it way earlier in the show. Had to bring that back out just to be sure and make sure everybody knows what exactly makes that stone so rare. Not just the color, but what it's giving you for that all-natural property. So that gets 60 more seconds. Then I got to bring in the orange diamond, because one thing we know is not going to stick around. One of our few orange diamonds. We've only had a couple lately. We're going to bring you another one. If anybody needs a yellow sapphire bracelet, we have it. So that's the key as well. If you have a sapphire lover on your list, or you are that sapphire lover, I mean, who sees a bracelet put together with multiple sapphires in it? That's coming up as well. So we'll see who's got this one. It's $14.99, one only. Then the orange diamond is coming out. So if you're already been missing out on the orange diamonds lately, well, you might want to jump on the phone lines now, because it's going to be coming out in about 30 seconds here. And there's going to be, I mentioned this earlier when we had our fawn, we were remarking how expensive the orange diamond was in comparison. Well, that's obviously going to change. We'll drop that price for you so that you don't have to pay anything like what it was scheduled to go out for tonight. So we're on our way with the orange diamond. So 17 seconds. Let me know who's got this. I'm going to try it on. That's a really good sapphire. And now that we know that all of that color, I really didn't think that was probably even likely that that was unheated. We have just confirmed it, so that, I mean, to see that color, you just assume when you see that level of saturation, you have to make the assumption that that had a little bit of help, because it's just so vibrant. The fact it did not makes it more rare. Remember what heating does too. I like to remind you, it's not just a color issue. It's also, with sapphires, there's a lot of silk that naturally occurs in the stone. That the heating process burns that off too. So usually the heating is twofold. It's to make the color look better. It's also to burn off that, what looks to just like, you know, to everybody's eye, like an inclusion or an haziness to it. So when it didn't have that, and you don't have those inclusions, and you don't have any color issues, that is a win-win. So you've got everything happening right there. All right, let's go to our orange diamond. Don't see a lot of these. And, well, look how we've done this one. Very nice. It is $91.97. And that'll be our 19-point center stone. I would say this is even more saturated than all the orange diamonds we've been seeing of late, which are only just a couple of them here and there. But that stone is 19 points at the center. Pink diamond halo first around that, and then let's just keep it going. You know the stone is good if it's got an extra halo, and then an extra one, and an extra one. They added. So 19 points on the center cushion cut. Pink diamond weight is 5 points. That's just the first halo, and then they build on that 69 points in diamonds around it. So all of that happening, one price tag, and I mentioned this earlier, we had a fawn diamond that ended up going out in an auction, crazy low. That was what, $2,500, and I mentioned that I had an orange diamond that was smaller but more money. Well, that more money price tag is right here. It's $49.99. So let me show you. That's the ring. That's the price. Let's change this up a little bit with 14 minutes left in our evening together, and not a lot of orange diamonds here. Actually, as we bring them, one comes, one goes. One comes in, one leaves us. One comes in, leaves us. That's been the pattern in the last couple of, I would say, weeks. Only had, I think, what's it been, 3, 4 orange diamonds. This one, I would not expect to do anything less than arrive and leave us, because we bring you all kinds of fancy diamonds, pinks, greens, chameleons, fawns, browns, all of it, all natural diamonds, and we don't see orange diamonds. Out of everything, we see these the least. So this is the time right now. I will drop that it was $49.99. We showed you the bag. I was kind of just a little transparent about that. Probably should leave that to myself, but you need to know this value. You need to see this value, and you need to know how much we're sacrificing it just to get it at home here at the end of the night on something I waited too long to show you, but it's a good stone. And this is a remarkable color because, again, the more saturation you get naturally, the better it is, the more rare it is. It would be a lot easier to see an orange diamond that's really just a yellow with a little extra color. This is a different category entirely. And when you look at, let's say, we've all seen the color grading charts on GIA certs. When you see that, you know how rare they are. Let's do this. $49.99, skip it. Forget about it. One caller only will own this tonight. Let's take a look at it and let me try it on. It's not going to be close to $49.99. I would just dial. And that's the most saturated by far. I've had them all. So familiar with each one. They're memorable stones. You tend to remember exactly how they were set, what mounting, what color they were, all of that. But to get this stone in that extra saturation level, not have to pay $49 or $39 or $29, call me early. Collectors, I know this is like the feather in your cap of fancy colored diamond collecting. This is where you could even start, and then it's like you got the tough one out of the way, right? In baseball, when you're hitting for the cycle, it's always good if you get the triple first because that's the hard one. That's the hard one, right? So get that first, and then you can worry about the single and the double and the home run, right? This is not even $29.99. It's going to be better. Just get the orange diamond. We can always get you the yellows. I even have more pinks. I have more chameleons than I have orange diamonds. So here's the way to get it. We'll blow it out right now. Make it $1,999 for our 19-pointer. Getting that ring with all the additional accoutrement that you get with it for under $2,000 makes it the winner of the fancy diamond category tonight. No doubt about it. So our last call on that one at $19.99. We'll give that 30 seconds, then we got to go. How about a little giveaway on, shall we do a bracelet? Anything else? Pink diamonds. Do you want to see that color chart? I mean, I have a cert right here. I can show you right here, right now, because we've never been able to really zoom in on this, but this really doesn't get into the individual colors, but it talks about when you get higher saturations versus lighter saturations, which is exactly what I was telling you about here. So why don't I just do this really quickly? I'm going to zoom in on this just so you can see if you've never had a close-up look at this cert. And I'm not sure if I can do this very well because it's at the top point here, but let me try. I will try. So I'm going to show you this really quickly just so you can see what, if you ever see a GIA cert, this is what the color diamond scale is about. So I just want to show you here just so you can see. What they're talking about is not the individual spectrum of colors. They're talking about lighter versus darker saturations. You can see they get into the hues and the tones. And so really where you want to be is higher saturation levels are going to always, no matter what color it is, that's going to be where you get those higher level, higher values. So that's really, see how they kind of stack it like a pyramid here? That's where they're talking about, you know, those deeper saturations are going to be more impressive to get, naturally speaking. So I think our orange diamond may be gone. Let me know who's got it, but that's what that looks like. We never really get a chance to zoom in on that. Thought tonight might be a good night to do that. So that's a cert that goes with a pink diamond that we have that's a 41-pointer if you're interested in seeing it, but that's what that's going to illustrate on those certs. So if you ever get one of those fancy diamond certs, that color grading scale will be there for you. All right, do you have this one, Virginia? Or are you verifying on something else? All right, so we've still got this one. We're verifying right now. All right, so let's move on because we got a lot to show you and not a lot of time. And we want to make sure that you see, how about a designer diamond ring with huge diamonds individually? End of the show, 10 minutes left. I'm going to start with this one on the hand because, well, we're zoomed in really close, but that's okay. This one is going to be actually one of our bigger diamond rings, one of our bigger individual diamond rings. There are only 8 diamonds in this ring. They are stacked top and bottom, all pear shapes, and then this big beaded band through the middle. We'll talk about item number 8696 coming up next. Let's put it close up. This is remarkable. We have not seen anything like this in quite some time. Here it is. Really, truly unique. I can honestly say 6 years, lots of jewelry. Never seen anything like this here on the show. And it's giving us bigger stones, totaling a carat 20, but every individual stone there is a 15-pointer. Think about that. 4 stones on the top, 4 stones on the bottom, all equal in size, all pear shapes, and still VS. And yet, you're getting this stacked top and bottom, the bigger beaded section. That doesn't go all the way around. It's just the big beads right through the middle. It goes to a smooth shank in the back here. But you can see how beautifully done this is. and yet creates a really cool look with all that open work on the hand. So we just need one collar, designer piece. You know these bigger diamond pieces? Yes. Yellow sapphire. The fire opal. Are you talking about the round one? Yes. And you want to see both together? Under galleries. All right. Under galleries, yellow sapphire, fire opal. Got them right now. Here's the fire opal. Well, here's the yellow sapphire. So we'll do this really quickly here. There's the fire opal. That's the inside. So they want to see the inside of that 14 karat gold mounting. So you can see it's almost, doesn't need a lot of frills as far as an under gallery, but you can see it's got that kind of baseline bridge there. So it's going to sit it up off the hand properly. That's the inside of the yellow sapphire as we show you here up close. And then the inside of the fire opal is what they also want to see. There's the fire opal. And then we'll show you the inside of that one as well, so you can see how that's kind of built up from the ground up. And even the gold is going to go behind those diamonds, obviously, because they're all these, it's like that firework pinwheel effect of diamonds and gold, but then you see how it's finished on the inside too. So does that help out? And let's see, I think they're thinking about one or the other. Now remember, the fire opal is only $9.99. The sapphire that we had up there is only $14.99, so you've got two great choices there. And then let me know if you want to see either of those on. There's that fire opal. I loved this one with the earrings too. We still have one of those earring pairs left because $4.99 for the earrings. The color was the same. So the pear-shaped earrings had the same color as this round. So that's a good little FYI there. And then here's the yellow sapphire for you. So there are two that they're asking about. Yellow sapphire is $14.99. Fire opal is only $9.99. And that does have a full carat in diamonds. So lots of bigger diamonds around it. And then we'll go right back to the designer diamond ring for you. Last look at this, 8696 coming up. Here it is. This is the diamond ring, and then let me know which one or if they're taking both so we can put those either on the table or off the table here at the end of the night because a lot of people are going to make those decisions in our last few minutes. Here's our carat 20, 15-point diamonds. All the yes, can we change the gold? That is your question, right? I can. I will. You want to change the gold? We can do it. Yellow or rose are fine. What I need you to do is call me because, well, here's yet another $4,999 piece that's not going to be. It's just time to let some jewelry go. And if you have any questions on anything, it's last call. We have 6 minutes left, so you got to call now. Let us know what you'd like to see again, just like they're doing. Yes? Oh, that's a really good choice. We had a big one. From tonight? Oh, it was on Monday. I don't know. Do you know what item number it was? Wasn't 8833? It was. That was tonight. Take a look. I have it right here. Yes, I have one right here. It's the fire opal that was the 3 karat plus. So this is the fire opal 382. That was up earlier tonight. That's only, it's 8833, and that's going to be $9.99 as well. So you can go bigger stone, smaller diamond weight than what we saw in the round. And I'll try that on for you, Virginia. That's, I think, our largest fire opal we have. It's our 382, looks double that, if not more so, and 22 points in diamonds because opals are less dense, so you know how they go. And then we'll try it on the hand here for you. This is a really good ring. Look how pretty that is. With the yellow I love, but we, again, rose gold we saw earlier with fire opal earrings, and I know we loved that too. So you can choose your gold, and that's only $9.99 if you'd like that much larger fire opal. Then let's say I've got the round here. Look at the difference. Obviously just different designs. You know, it's a matter of what you're looking for, but that's the round, that's the big oval. That's only $9.99 if you'd like that. It's a beautiful ring. These are standout stones. You know, sometimes you figure, oh, do I have to spend more to get something that's really going to be a wow? I don't think so. I think it's just about how you select and how you choose your stones and your designs. And sometimes those stones and designs you choose, they don't have to cost a fortune to give you a real wow effect. And this is a perfect example of that. Sure. Yeah. You want to see the under gallery of this one? The yellow sapphire and the big fire opal. And there's the under gallery. I just loved seeing the glow. Look at that stone. I mean, the light's able to go all the way through it. You see how it's even casting that glow under the wheel. Promise we'll get back to the pear shapes, just, you know, fitting in some last minute requests here. And thank you so much. Yellow sapphire's gone. Now this one's verifying as well. $9.99 only. That's the inside. Let's show you the good stuff here. There's that beautiful fire opal. Again, more red than anything else. Yes. We're good. Yeah. All right, so we're verifying 2 people on that one. All right, so we'll see who's got it. Then back to our diamonds, so we can just kind of put a little button on this one here so you can see what this is all about. If anybody's interested in the $49.99 big diamond ring, And we'll show it again on the hand because you got to see that. It's really good. The way, I mean, it's so interesting to see how differently this is put together, but then when you see it on the hand, you really say, okay, now I get it. It's a real wow piece. It almost gives you a little vintage kind of feel. And yet, time to make this one easy because that's what we're doing all night. We've been doing it all night long. We've got like now 3 minutes left. We'll make this $1,999 if you want the big diamonds. And here's what it looks like on the hand. We'll show you the inside here because a lot of people are asking about the inside here. You see where there's a purposely negative space. We purposely do that as part of the design element, but then it's still made well. It's still got that gold coming all the way down to the foundation that sits against your hand. So it's going to be a comfortable piece. And it's now only $19.99. If there's anything else we can show you, I'm putting this one on the hand here for you next. Anything you want to ask about from earlier in the show? 3 hours, a lot of jewelry, a lot of favorites, a lot of classics were here, a lot of requests. Oh, we have signet rings still going out, by the way. A lot of people were thinking about, okay, so what letter should I get? What color gold should I get? And perfect for gifting. So here's the ring. Oh, that's what it looks like on the hand there. And look how it sits really low profile. So see how it practically, when I look at the profile, it practically disappears. So for those of you, and so many of you, contact me and say, I want something comfortable and I want something easy and I want something that, is going to be good for my everyday busy lifestyle. I don't want to have to put the jewelry aside because I'm out and about doing what I got to do. These are the kind of rings that are sitting low profile, easy to wear. And I love that it's all the points of the pear shapes are meeting up with that beaded band in the middle. Yes. Pink tourmaline is. You want to see it again? Or take it. Yeah. You know what happens when we put it up again? It's going to be like everyone goes, oh, it's going to sell, it's going to sell. So let me get the pink tourmaline again for you. We'll pop that in for another look. You're taking it already. All right, so I can still flash it if you want to see it, Kevin, but let me know which other. Yes, and the diamond ring's verifying, and we have 90 seconds left in the show. And we're back tomorrow. Don't forget. Don't forget about me, y'all. We got back tomorrow, Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Pacific time, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. We'll see you then. It's a date, right? Here's the tourmaline for you, Kevin. Congratulations to your caller on that one. Jess, any questions? Anything we need to flash? Or are they thinking about the diamond ring? All right, that's the pink tourmaline and the yellow gold now. You can change it if you want to, Kevin. Here's the last minute. I think we leave it with that diamond ring. Carat 20, 15 points each. Wow, wow, and wow. It's all around fabulous designer jewelry right there, and a lot of people on the phone lines, as always at the end of the night here, making those decisions, placing those orders, taking those one-of-a-kinds. Do it now, because when we sign off, we don't see you till tomorrow. 7 o'clock, be here. You're going to want to be part of it. It's Big Thursday, plus we take you all the way through the week now. Our day off is behind us now. We get to take you all the way through the week and the weekend with big jewelry and big, incredible values and all the shopping you need to do. We'll have gift ideas for you as well. Don't forget, we have a new Wonder Ring to debut this weekend as well. It's not a new Wonder Ring with diamonds. It's a new Wonder Ring with another stone that you're going to love. And then we have matching hoop earrings as well. So I'm a little excited about those. So yeah, join us throughout the week. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Thanks so much for being with me tonight. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.